What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you for joining us. And yes, we are only fucking 3 minutes on the clock, running late. It feels good to be back. You know, today's been a long-ass day. A lot of things returned back in production here at B-Real TV, including the smoke box. And I was fortunate enough to be chosen to go into one of those, and it was fucking crazy. I still have I feel the repercussion. I had the film of fucking resin on my face because I cleaned it up. Man, I was like, it didn't feel strange to me, but it felt good to be back. And also, it feels good to have this dude that's sitting next to me back. You guys haven't seen him back since the Pizza Parlor, Xavier?
The Pizza Parlor.
Yeah, the Pizza Parlor.
He came back with Reverie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, that was before that. That was before that, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's the return of the strong one, Deftones. Welcome back, Deftones.
What up, everybody?
And sitting next to him, radiating toxicity, you know what I mean, making people sick and nauseous like some of the most dangerous foods you can eat, is Xavier Guerrero.
What's up, dog? And I like how you say, I got chosen to be in the smoke box. Who else goes in the smoke box other than you?
Let me tell you something, Xavier.
Has there been anyone else that has won in it? I honestly don't know.
You get chosen to be in the smoke box by having a certain skill.
You can't just be in there.
Yeah, just how Ghostbusters got called to fucking handle Ecto Cooter motherfucker and the other Stay Puft dude. You call fucking us to handle those fucking those fires, bro. Cause it's a fucking gift to be in there. You get chosen like the Toy Story little aliens. You know what I mean? B-Real is the claw. He's like, we all possess the same skill.
Do you look him in the eyes when he's picking or no? Do you look at him in the eyes when he's picking?
No, it's through text message. He's like, yo, where you at? He's like, we're about to start, bro. He's like, you know I don't want to put Cairo in there, so hurry up. Yeah, bro.
Imagine if Carl was in there and somehow his hair got lit on fire.
I think he would have
while
those.
the smoke bar was going.
He would have those. You know, you ever seen an albino rabbit? Or like, you know how they have like the very pink around their eyes? He would have that kind of stuff going around because especially like on the one that we had today, like we had those Cali Blaze size joints. And I guess I could smoke that. I could smoke those if I wanted to every day. You know what I mean? Like the same was him. But I mean, I gotta kind of have to pace myself because I stretch my shit out. You know what I mean? Like I take it one step at a time. It still adds up to about the same thing. But this time we decided to go ahead and, you know, like step it up. And
It was like the return.
it was the return. And
When was the last time you guys did one?
Years.
yeah, no, it was recently for us, right? Like there was one that had gone on before that we filmed. This is the second one we filmed this year, right?
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, but oh yeah, and behind the boards, what is it? The one and only Morning Shot Films, aka Morning Shot Reel, is a podcast.
Morning Reel.
Morning Reel. What is it? Make sure you guys check that out. We just did an episode yesterday. Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's been out since this morning.
There you go. Make sure you guys check it out. We watched Little Nicky once again, and which is one of my favorite movies, one of Ray's favorite movies, and a movie that a lot, you know, the more and more I think about that film, I feel like it gave me clues for my future, man, in a sense, because like I crossed paths with a lot. That film had a lot of things that I liked and a lot of things I was gonna encounter in the future, and I didn't know. I remember seeing that movie in theaters. That movie fucking had Cypress Hill playing in the background as a soundtrack. It had Deftones.
Destiny.
It had him in the soundtrack. What is it? There's a cut. I've met Peter Dante. For like that dude is one of my cool, like a cool homie. He's in that fucking movie and his character was cool as shit. There's what else is that just kind of ended up just all that shit just crossed paths, bro. And I'm just like, damn, I did not. It's like those little fucking clues. They all add up. The bulldog. What do you have, Xavier? The fucking bulldog is a pet.
Yeah, the English bulldog.
Yeah, they weren't gonna put an illegal alien in there, so the bulldog is your representation for me. They were not gonna do that shit. Yo, were you like when you do something like that, like a soundtrack? Do you guys get invited to the movie?
Sometimes, yeah. That time for that, that's when Adam had did like a little collaboration with the band. I was out doing who knows whatever. I missed out on that.
Tiger Woods PGA?
No, you know what? It was actually what it was acoustic. And at that time, I've just been like, fuck acoustic. I don't want to do no acoustic. Like I didn't plug into an amplifier so I could go acoustic one day.
To this day?
Yeah.
So you've never played acoustic?
I do, but
Okay.
I mean, it's not
At that time.
It's not my go-to.
Okay.
I'm not in a big hurry to do that.
So like if at the time if MTV Unplugged,
I'd
you
be
would have
not-
been like,
I'd be like, nah, I pass.
damn, that's crazy. So that was acoustic. What I mean, but I don't know. It didn't sound like it was an acoustic sound. The song they used because they played at the credits and they play like at a very short.
They play
clip.
Change.
Yeah, they play.
House of Flies.
Yeah.
It sounds like when a comic's told to be clean. Like I can, if I
Why
really
would you?
want to, but I don't want to. Like it's not what like. Would you do a clean set, E-Zone, if someone told you like, hey, super clean for kids and parents? There might be kids running
It'd be
around?
very hard, bro, because by the third minute in there, like, and me tiptoeing around something, I like performing under pressure, and I also don't like it when I have restrictions going against me allowing myself to have fun. So I always say when I stop having fun, I don't like doing shit no more. So you know, I don't know. I think I'd say no.
People got this false sense of reality where you know, like, oh, you can't be vulgar in front of the kids. Don't cuss. Like they don't get like they never heard cuss words from their parents.
Yeah,
Fighting or you know going to school. Like if you ever seen little kids walking home from school, the filth is flying out the mouth.
It's like South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, straight up. Xavier, you remember, like, I remember being little, bro, and just walking home and just saying, like,
Cussing because it's fun.
yeah, cussing because it was be like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, you're just saying it loud, hoping somebody hears you.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, yo, bro, why were you emphasizing? Because you get this thrill out of it. And, like, the more and more you expand that vocabulary, like, it's like becomes more of a thrill. It's like, man, if you think your kids are not out there, doing shit, like, especially shit that you don't want them to do, you are fucking wrong. You can't protect these motherfuckers
wrong.
from, like, everything. Like, I forgot somebody asked me this. They're like, what would you do if you had a kid? I was like, honestly, man, the best approach, I'm not a parent at the moment. And it's like the best approach that I would be is like, hey, man, you got to try to see eye to eye, man. Because the one thing that fucked me up the most, I guess being younger and being brought up, is being shielded from shit than actually it being broken down. You know what I mean? Yeah. They just told me, don't turn to Channel 79. They didn't tell me what Channel 79 was about. They didn't tell me it was porno. What was this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not that I'm saying if I was 6 years old, you're not supposed to explain that. Not that I was 6 at the time, but if I was old enough to see what the fuck it was in the back of the TV guide, I'm old enough to understand to a certain extent. And I think parents they fucking miss that shit. I'm like, yo, you gotta, cause especially me, I didn't have a phone at the time. I was fortunate to have the AOL Windows 95 on my computer, and I was able to like get around at that time. But I'm like, if your kid has a phone in this day and age, the motherfucker has seen people get killed. He's seen animals get burned. He's seen everything.
Like, did you watch the video of there's these people at a football game and this fine chick with big old titties flashes the camera or flashes the game, you know, not really the players, but she just flashing.
Oh, and that fucking Karen starts
and
fucking
Karen
crying about it.
Bitching, my kids, you're decent exposure. And it's like, it's a man's game. It's a football game. And not saying she should be allowed to, but the kids have seen titties, you know, and they get into a fight and they go, it's a whole altercation. I get it. I understand where she's coming from. But is it like, like they haven't seen titties?
I don't know, man. Like,
I'm wearing it right here. And I was going to literally say,
is that your new sweater?
Yeah, no, this is not.
I was like, 'cause you have like a line of sweaters, which should be like cool words from the dictionary.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's retarded.
Yeah, plenty more coming. Literally, like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, you know, I can remember what age when I fell in love with titties. I was like 6 years old. It was the first grade.
Was it a magazine?
It was the teacher.
Oh, damn, the teacher. Damn.
Were they massive?
They were massive enough. But they were not massive, like, you know, massive.
Yeah.
No, but they were
Enough for you to get a reaction.
Yeah, and you know, once you acknowledge them, it's impossible to not acknowledge them. That's what I say. I don't. Both sexes like titties. That's like probably one of the number one thing. Titties.
I never
and
thought
ass.
about that.
You know, everybody loves titties.
Yeah,
and ass.
lesbian and gays both like titties to an extent.
Like, I remember, like, the first time I saw a bitch wearing no bra. That shit was for sure.
Hey, what makes it a weather?
bitch had, like,
What kind of
big-
weather makes it like, hey, man, you trying to get attention, eh? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, if it's fucking,
Well, now girls do that
if it's
shit
30
on purpose
fucking
now.
degrees, dude.
Now it's like sweats.
But if it's like
No bras
fucking,
and no
if it's
sweats.
like 30 fucking degrees, bro, I was like, come on, dude. I know those titties are cold. You know what I mean? You need like bra is like earmuffs. You know what I mean for the titties.
Everyone's banging or wants to be banging. You know, that's just the way it's gone for all of time and shall remain that way for all of time. Get you some if you want some.
Do you remember the first time you discovered something like that, Xavier? I mentioned that because that was my first time where I was like, I remember I didn't remember why I liked going to that channel, but it was this feeling. I was like, I don't know what this feeling is, but this is fucking tight. like you're just like, yo, this fucking girl's like talking dirty to the screen. I guess she's talking to me. You know what I mean? And you're just because porno used to be kind of interactive before the whole metaverse or virtual reality porno. You know what I mean?
Have to compromise.
You would have commercials, bro, that would be like the girl would be like, hey, stay home tonight, 7 p.m. We're on. Like I'm like, what the fuck's going?
I haven't seen any modern porn, but if you watch like the old porn, the classic porn, there was a lot of comedy in that porn. Like
you don't watch porn?
New porn? Haven't seen new porn at all. Have no clue what's going on.
Throwbacks only.
Only throwbacks?
Only throw.
So you haven't seen all the new fucking stepmom, stepbrother.
That shit's weird,
step
bro.
Everything. There's step everything.
He
bro.
watches.
It's weird. No, I don't watch it. It's
bro, you
fucking,
mentioned it because you obviously watch
it's
it.
on the categories, bro. Don't lie.
You know what? Hey, bro,
something.
I'll tell you straight up. It's like when I see something that they try to pitch that I might not necessarily agree with, and the majority of the population does. I'll click that button on the top that says, "I find this offensive. Don't show me this again." And I put that. Even your porno fucking channels have that option.
The most impressive part on any of the porn sites, the last from the last ones I saw is like when you talk about the categories, right? It's one thing that there's a fuck ton of categories, right? But there's a fuck ton of categories by the letter going through the whole alphabet. Like every letter of the alphabet has incredible amounts of categories. Like how did that much shit come out of it to where it became that specific for every letter of the alphabet?
I mean, that
everything.
What was that one thing that? No, I never went to it, bro. But it was a '90s thing. I know, like, older fools used to talk about it when you mentioned, "Oh, you went to Mexico. Did you go see a donkey show?" Was that ever a real thing?
Yeah, fool.
The conversation's a real thing because anyone that goes and somebody asks you, they will always ask you that. See the donkey show?
No. Well, you seen? Was it Mr. Happy?
I think C- has seen one of those, and I remember he shared the story, if I'm not mistaken. He has shared it before, where I think he was on tour, and he was like, "Oh, this is fucked up," and he's like, "I'm leaving." Like he's like, it was just pretty horrific. I could be wrong, Shout out to C-.
You haven't seen the video Mr. Happy or Mr. Smiley or something like that? It's about these gay guys that live out in the barn, and one of these fools, they're fucking gay guys. And
you be watching some hella crazy shit, Xavier.
Everyone's seen this video. It's fucking.
Hold on. Everyone's seen this video. Let's go around.
Let's go. No, someone in the group chat's gonna mention this video.
All right, which video?
I think it's called like Mr. Happy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, where the guy gets fucked by a horse.
And he dies.
I didn't see the part dying, but I saw him get fucked.
Like he dies.
It was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To see a big old thick long thing go inside a human being's butthole.
And
he got this emboweled.
Yeah, no, the worst part is you don't get to unsee it. You know what I mean? Once that image is in your...
I saw it once. I'm always going to remember
Like, you
that
can
shit.
describe it to me, and I could get a mental picture of it, but that's not the same as actually getting a physical picture of it.
But that's not even all of it, too. Like I said, she had his boyfriend there, and the thing was the boyfriend was supposed to tell the other boyfriend when to tell the horse to stop. Do you know what a fucking horse is? Like, the boyfriend was literally there trying to hold the horse from sticking his whole fucking dick inside his boyfriend. And you're not stopping a horse, homie. Like, that's horsepower.
He gave the horse consent, though.
He died, though, and it was all over. It's this documentary that they have on Netflix about, or I don't know on Netflix, but it's about people that like to do zoology shit or fuck animals.
It's called bestiality, not zoology, stupid. Zoology is a profession.
Whatever.
A zoology degree allows you to be a professor that can teach you the anatomy of fucking animals.
I would bet there's some zoologists that be getting their bestiality on for sure, though.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm sure it happens.
Like people that work at morgue.
They're
fucking.
It's called a mortuary.
Yeah, people that work in there are fucking dead people.
Not everybody, but
some
you know
of them,
someone is.
And most of them that work there probably are. Like,
I just think that's got to be an uncomfortable fucking job, bro. Like, you're just... Like, I mean, what happens to that person? That person is like, well, the pussy's just there.
It was there.
Yeah, it's
like,
there.
Like,
it's a hot chick. No, she was hot when
She would have never fucked me when I was alive.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get what goes through that fucking fool's that psychology, bro, for somebody.
You just said it.
Like, just like I was curious.
And it's the possibility of being around it. We're not around dead bodies, so to us, it's never gonna fucking happen. First time we see a dead body, we're gonna freak out.
I've seen dead bodies, but not like where you're in a room with dead bodies. No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know, but
Yeah. I've always been one of those people that I don't know, man. I get freaked out when I see a dead body. Not like I was tripping out about it, but like the last time I went to a funeral was, I think, my homie's funeral, Isaac. I was there and I'm just like, damn, what the fuck? I was like, I used to play soccer with this fool. He's just not moving now. That shit fucking trips you out, you know? Yeah, no, he had like a condition. So like his lung gave out and then he had to be on like life support and then he wasn't gonna pull back. So yeah.
Just one of the many, many, many things that makes life incredible is because, all living beings, I mean, if you're a human being, certainly are aware that one day you're going to die. I don't know how aware animals are of it because I'm not an animal in that sense. I mean, if we want to be compared, yes, we're animals, but I'm just saying for certain as human beings, every human being knows that it's going to happen. And that's probably the hardest thing of existing is knowing that it's going to happen. You're like, man, I want to keep going.
I don't think an animal has any perception on that, like any understanding of that at all, man. Like I've seen a few animals die, like some like voluntarily, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh shit, like this, I saw this fucking pet bird just gave out. You know what I mean? This last person, I'm just like, oh shit, I don't think this fool fucking knew. Well, I'm getting around that age. It's like I'm gonna fucking die. I just think he just had trouble breathing one day. And it just happened. I think that's kind of like something that, I don't know, I think as humans, we should kind of be jealous that animals fucking have that because that means the animals fucking living that up every fucking day.
Do you remember the
You know
first
what I mean?
time? Do you remember the first time you actually were like, oh shit, death is real? Or you were a little kid and you were like,
yeah.
holy fuck, like
Yeah.
my grandma died and my mom told me that she died and she was
My
sad.
grandma's husband was the one that fucked me up. I was like, why are they throwing dirt on him?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? Why is he asleep?
And
Like,
that's where I had I used to have the earliest thoughts of that was when I was staying with my grandparents whenever we stayed with them. There'd be times I'd just be tripping and I'd be like, and that's kind of when I even drew a line when it came to God as a young kid, like I remember not really thinking God was real early on because, we have no means of talking to him. I didn't understand what talking to God was about yet. And, I actually believed in God, but I didn't actually know it, because my belief was in people, because we could all talk to each other. We could kind of like, work things out, at least have an understanding.
you just start praying.
Yeah, no, I would say I pray now as an adult. I never did when I was young, but now I throw a little prayer out there for respect.
So player.
And I'll say my perspective of what what my opinion of God is. My God is it's you, it's everyone. God exists in the form of every one of us. It's all of nature. Mother Nature is God. And if I had to put a sex on God, I would say God's probably a woman. Gives
You think
life.
so?
I think so.
Yeah.
So you think you just all came out of like a heavenly vagina?
It's possible.
Just-
It's possible. I don't know I have no
You know
knowledge
what?
that says factual, but
there's probably some kind of truth to that, bro. Because women be forgiving, particularly if we're putting it like from like a God point of view. Moms like give us life in a sense, right? So, and moms be forgiving, and women in general be forgiving a lot, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you cheat on her, it's okay. Some girls will stay. You hit her, some girls will fucking stay, bro.
Yeah.
Like all that shit. And I'm like, how come God happens to be all forgiving for everything? That sounds like a female to me, because I feel like some dudes will be like, hey man, I'm gonna fuck you up and it's over.
But if you listen to the
grudge
Bible
for
though,
life.
But if you listen to
Yes.
the Bible though, he was also a fucking asshole.
What if it was like a duo?
Instead of teaching us good thing, he just killed everybody one day.
What if
He
it was
flooded
like,
the world? He's like, I don't want these fools. I'll start all over again.
but he doesn't know. What if all those fools were all running around? Sorry, it just fucking just got on his last nerve, dog. You don't know, bro. What if you don't know what that was like, bro? What if these fools were all just fucking way out of hand? He's like, yo, these are all my mistakes. I'm telling you, that's a big reason why I agree with Sam Tripoli when he says the ocean is where God puts his mistakes. Because what the fuck did he do when he was like, damn, I fucked up the earth. Let me drown it. What the fuck happened to all those weird foods? They went when they're under the water, and there goes the why. So we have some fish that look very close to human. They got human teeth. You ever seen those fish? Like the one you posted? Fool, that's a grill, dog. I could get a replacement tooth. I would dead ass catch those fish just so I could sell those teeth to people that fucking need implants, bro.
Well, I was sorry. I was gonna say, the oceans are definitely the results of a previous flood. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the details and the facts of what happened and who got wiped out, but there was definitely a reset at some point in history, and that was part of it. Because when you really go down all these trails, you know what I mean? Like I for the past few months, maybe let's say like the last 6 months, I've really come to the understanding that, these ancient trees that used to exist, like Avatar, 19,000 feet, 30-mile high trees, hard for us to even conceive. But
like the size of a mountain type size of tree?
Yeah, you see all these mesas, you see the Devil's Mountain, which is the one they used in Close Encounters. That's an old tree stump.
Or Crocodile Island, the one that shapes like a crocodile.
So there's just so much insane shit that happened in our past that has been either blocked from our knowing or completely distorted. So we have some crazy ass. We think of some crazy reality that existed that's not even true at all.
You've heard of aquatic ape theory?
No, first of all, I don't know the whole fact that aquatic and ape don't mix. There's no fucking ape.
Aquatic ape theory. You just said that there's a chance that we could have came from the ocean. Aquatic ape theory is literally telling you that maybe we came from the ocean. There's mermaids.
So there's a monkey that went down there, fucked.
No, we didn't come from the ocean.
Yeah, bro.
No, it's just a theory. It's literally called aquatic ape theory. I'm not saying it's
telling
a
you,
fact.
bro,
I'm just letting you mentioned it. You're not the first one to think about it. But I'm literally trying to tell you.
If I had to make it, no, I get where you're coming from. If I had to put any sense to it, I'd be like, look, fool, God fucked up. He made those mistakes, and he was like, look, you fools are still gonna be able to breathe and live underwater, but I'm gonna have to cover you up because I gotta forgive this. I gotta forgive myself for making this shit. And he put him in the underwater, bro. I honestly think I think shit was different. I think all deserts were underwater before, and that water got moved into the ocean.
Well, technically, America was supposed to be in, I think, 2 miles or 3 miles of ice. At one point, that's what made the Grand Canyon when that ice melted.
Xavier, 2 miles of ice is a little bit. 2 miles
or more, but basically, this whole thing was full of ice. Like the whole United States was basically full of ice, like kind of like during the Ice Age, and that's what made the Grand Canyon. When all that flooded, was technically all that water that flooded down was what technically made the Grand Canyon. This was full of ice. It was technically. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say there's what's known as the procession of the ages, and that's what's known as a great year, and a great year is essentially 25 or 26,000 years and change. I don't know the exact number, and as this area that is inhabited essentially goes around what's known as the zodiac. It goes through all 12 ages, where they say we're in Pisces going into Aquarius. I don't even know if that's possible without seeing the chart right now, but the amount of land that we occupy in current times is a small fraction of the amount of land that exists. And roughly 12 to 13,000 years from now, the area that we occupy right now will be in darkness and frozen because the magnetic area where that the sun and the moon occupy will have gone 180 degrees of where we're at, and it'd be this whole other area that just is almost all entirely land with very little ocean, and then another 6 to 7,000 years when it goes another quarter of the way around before it gets back to where we are again. It'll be what's like what we know to be like water world, where it's almost all ocean and barely any land. And this is all stuff you could get into when you start looking at images of the moon. The moon is essentially an ancient map of all the land and sea that exists, or it's been said to be.
The moon is a map?
Yeah.
Well, so how do
Look it up.
So explain that. So every time.
So the dark area. So when you're looking at the moon, you see it's very bright. First of all, but there's all the dark areas on it. Now,
the faces, the shit that people call the face.
Well, I don't know. This, you see the part that's really light and really lit up, and then you see the part that's dark, the dark areas. And the dark areas are are essentially transparent when you're really looking at it. The dark is only dark because at night the dark sky is behind the moon and you can see through it. If you see the moon during the day, you'll notice what we refer to as the dark areas still are now the color of the sky. They will be blue just like the sky is because you're actually seeing through the moon. And this is why many countries have their flags and they have the moon with the star in it, because the moon is transparent and people can see stars through it, and especially when it's in its crescent form, you know. There's stars there. You just can't see them with the naked eye. But with the correct optics and
what do you
stuff,
think the moon is? You've heard of hollow moon
Well,
theory. You think we created
Yeah,
the
like
moon?
that's what I'm wondering. Like, if you believe that, like, what?
I don't
like,
think it's a solid object, and it's said to be
A ring.
It's
Like-
said to be plasma, you know, and essentially everything in our realm in this existence is electrical in
like
some
the
form
shit
or
that's
another.
inside the TV, like plasma, like that.
You know,
Like a LED has plasma in it.
Like if you've seen like real clear pictures of the moon, it has waves to it.
Yeah, kind
You've
of like
seen
the
that,
sun.
right?
You could tell the sun resembles plasma very much.
Yeah, there's
And what is the sun
Like
then?
a
What do you
liquid.
think that is?
it's the
It's like a heating lamp, like for a lizard.
I'd say it's a point of electrical charge or something. It's charging all the gases within our atmosphere, which create all the light and the colors that we see.
Damn. You think you could ever put that shit out?
No.
You never put the sun out?
No, there are people that want to block it out because the sun and the moon are directly our sources of life. They provide everything that we need down here.
So we die
grow-
without that shit?
Absolutely. If the sun was gone, we'd all be gone. Everything would just.
What do you think about
Fail.
how China made one? Is it
How they made what?
possible? You didn't see that China made an artificial sun?
Oh, they got artificial suns. I mean, there's pictures of this. There's patents for it. You know.
So you think the one that we have was technically made, just
don't-
like the one China made in a weird kind of way?
I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm just a person that gets to watch videos and take in new perspectives. What it actually is, you know, what it physically actually is, I couldn't tell you. I just know that it's not what we've been taught. That's what I know.
I don't know that. Like, I can try to understand that, but it's like I feel like it's gotta be something. Like, if you think it's a map, like the moon has gotta be something. Maybe like it's a storage unit of something. I don't know what the fuck. It's gotta be something. Like, how come you can't fly to that shit?
Well, again, it has to do with the connection to this realm. Just the moon and the sun are part of the electrical, you know, let's just say wiring, for a lack of a better term right at this moment. But the sun and the moon are providing electrical charge. They're like charging all of this, and they essentially we live in a giant clock. You know, the sky is a big clock.
So you said the moon is a big clock?
It's part of the clock. The sun, the moon, the stars. These are all things that are what's known as the sky clock.
I always did wonder, like, what the fuck? How come you could always see the moon in different places at different times? You know what I mean? Like, that's only some shit that, like, the convenience of a lamp, what is it can kind of give you. Like, for example, like, it's dark in here until we turn this fucking light on.
It's said that it takes the moon 28 days to orbit Earth, but it really takes 28 days for it to complete the cycles that it does every day. If you know, one thing's for certain, you can watch it repeat the same pattern through our sky every 28 days.
So what do you? So now I guess now I understand a little bit more why you don't believe in aliens. So what would you? What would you?
I believe in aliens. I just don't believe in them as beings that are coming from another planet. They may come from other parts. Like I said, we only occupy a small part of the potential amount of land that actually exists. Aliens could be a form of life from another land that we don't get taught about, we've never been to, and we've never seen. They very well could be there. And
You know where this land is, where he's pretty much telling you?
It's past like the fucking.
it's 180 degrees of us. It's like
what do you mean? Hold on.
So
What's 180 degrees of us? Like in the sky or like past the edge? Like, what do you mean? Where exactly is that?
let me look this up on my little computer. My tiny little computer here.
Tell us, X.
About what?
Yeah, you know about
What
this
do you
theory,
wanna
bro.
know?
I swear to God, bro. These are the clips I'm sending Sam Tripoli. Be like, this is how much he pays attention.
I pay a lot of attention.
Oh, that's why you could fucking describe it.
Okay, so here's
Not
an,
better than him.
here's an image of the moon. I took this picture myself, right? But you see all these dark areas right here?
Yeah.
You can all follow along. You know what the moon looks like, right? So all these dark areas right here represent land masses. The land that we occupy is this area over here. For instance, let's see. Let me make sure I got this right. So this would be like Asia, Africa. This is a continent known as Lemuria right here. I got that right. North America, South America. This
It's like
is
a mirror.
This is Lemuria, and that's Australia. That's all of Asia, and that's Africa. So, but this is the land and the area which we occupy.
That's humans.
Out of as what we call Earth.
Yeah.
Our known land and sea is within this region. This is an entire amount of land that we've never been taught about or ever seen. And it's just out there. Every like I said, so this takes 26,000 years roughly for the sun and the moon, for this whole area to go around this whole thing. Eventually it'll be over here. This is nothing but water out here. That's like the legit water world out there.
Yeah.
When the sun or moon are out there and they're taking, it's taking 6,000 years to navigate through this region of all of existence. That's all nothing but water. And so right now, this is where we are, where the sun and the moon are, is in this area, and they're spinning around there. And the sun has enough energy to keep this area thawed out, except for the perimeters, which we would call Antarctica. So, but this whole area over here is in darkness, and it's frozen because the sun doesn't go over there. It's only over here, and this whole area migrates around.
And
this
you
whole
would say
thing.
that's where other things live?
I would say if ET exists, he's coming from out here, anywhere out here, or even possibly this massive
The outer areas?
this massive continent in the middle of the Pacific Ocean between Australia and South America.
Is that why you think certain islands they leave alone?
Hell yeah.
I think because you know how they have, I looked at this article or something like that, the top forbidden islands that even the U.S. military wouldn't go to, but they try to say it's inhabitable for human. I'm like, first of all, we can fucking adapt to anything. What's an animal we can't kill? What's something you can't, a fire you can't start? But I'm like, unless it's some shit that's going to make you faint instantly, I really think they're trying to hide something bigger. You know what I mean? Because some of these islands, they're just land that happen to have everything there, but like, how come you have not gone there?
Like Antarctica.
How come you leave the
Can't
like
go to
that
Antarctica?
place? Remember where that Christian
Yeah,
food
no one go
went?
to Antarctica.
Can't go to Antarctica. It's inhabitable. Like, what's that word you said? I can't say. it.
Inhabitable.
Yeah, you can't live on it technically.
Well, that's what they want you
Yeah,
to think, so
exactly.
you won't attempt to go there and discover that there's existence beyond Antarctica.
You mean to tell me Eskimos ain't never fucking gone over there? Like Eskimos won't be able to
Alaska.
survive?
Those Eskimos are in Alaska. The ones they're showing.
Yeah, if we're talking about the what's traditionally known as Eskimos, they inhabit the northern region of our existence, which is the Arctic, and that's the center of everything. But that's within this area. The Arctic will move around as time goes by.
So what would happen if you try to get a flight to Antarctica?
You ain't gonna get there.
Like, but if you had somebody that said, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my plane at my own risk, and I'm gonna fly," you think they're just gonna? It's a death trip.
It's a death trip.
They're not coming back.
You might get lucky and get to come back. They might just turn you around, but if you're absolutely gonna persist, you're probably not gonna make it back.
Damn. But you think if you're driving the plane, like, do you hit something? Like, is there a layer that you hit and that you don't see, and the plane blows up, and like you're like, oh damn, I should have listened to him.
There is a belief or possible understanding, maybe knowledge of, that possibly the dome is what comes down in Antarctica. I don't really know. As someone that follows all the flat Earth stuff, the potential for the dome coming down in Antarctica is possible. But you can't. None of us can go there to confirm or deny whether it does or not.
It said we would be breaking a peace treaty. Is that true?
The Antarctic treaty system. Yeah.
Okay, but who the fuck lives there? Who did they make their treaty with? The penguins?
There are plenty of bases there that are occupied by plenty of nations. It's like 50-something countries.
Oh wait, so there are people there.
There are people in Antarctica. Yes,
the public can't go there.
They are titled. They hold titles like scientists and stuff like that. But they're going to be security people. They're going to be intelligence. That's the thing I hate about the word intelligence. Like it's intelligence says. Like intelligence don't say shit. Show us this intelligence. That's crazy talk.
To me, it just sounds like a place where, like, maybe if like the elite had to go hide somewhere, and like they had to go ahead and run away somewhere. Like, for example, like if you had to fake your own death.
Yeah.
And like, if you had to fake your own death and go somewhere where like they're never gonna find you, like people know that you're not supposed to go there, like that's it right there.
Let's break it down back to simplest terms, because people don't need to get like it, to imagine traveling to these places for the majority of people is impossible, because most people take the bus around town.
Yeah.
Maybe got themselves a beater. Some people might got some nice cars, you know what I mean? But how many people are leaving their town on the reg, let alone going out of state, out of country, and definitely off continent? You know what I mean? Regular people ain't got no means to go to Antarctica. They're not going. They don't have to worry about most people showing up to Antarctica. But there's enough people out there.
You don't think there's a few Alex Jones that are gonna be like, I'm gonna go out there and expose them?
I mean, there's that. We've had that guy.
Is there clips of this? Is there clips of people that have gone over there? Like,
They don't let you.
Huh?
They don't let you.
No, but like, okay, like I mentioned Alex Jones.
If you watch Alex, he'll never be like, okay, Earth is flat. That's not going to be his thing. But one of his best friends, Bravo, definitely knows that.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo, he dies for that. They'll argue on that about that all
What,
day.
going to Antarctica?
Well, just anything to do with flat.
Alex Jones does not fuck with flat Earth.
He'll
He'll dabble a little bit,
but he doesn't. That's not his. That's not his shtick. He could probably end globalists.
He won't die on that hill.
There's no globe.
Yeah, he won't die on that hill.
He could end globe.
You can't be a globalist without a globe.
It says a full stop in 1997. The 34-year-old Norwegian pioneered a new route across the frozen continent. Much of it never traveled by humans. Over 64 days. That's crazy how they would mention this as traveled by humans, but what else travels there? Over 64 days and 1,864 miles to achieve one of the largest geographical feats. I guess this is the last time somebody got allowed to go there.
And if you look at the route which they took, it's no, sorry, didn't happen.
You don't think it's you don't think they went there?
No.
That was Alaska?
No, I'm just saying, like when you see the route that somebody allegedly crossed Antarctica at, it's like barely a slice, and it's pretty much in the same area.
You can't tell me you've seen all of it when you just took one route.
I don't know. Look, it says here, as I'm looking it up, it says Antarctica is the only continent on Earth without a native human population. Since no country owns Antarctica, no visa is required to travel there.
Yeah. And you said in the Arctic.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's Antarctica, yeah.
Is it Antarctica or the Arctic? Because both of them are off limits.
I typed in Antarctica, yeah. That's what
Yeah, no one's going there. Not going to happen. It's an incredible story,
That's crazy, bro. Like 11 babies have been born out there. That's like the number of people of kids that have been born out there.
People are gonna be banging, like I just said earlier. Everyone's banging or wants to be banging. If you're out there in Antarctica for 6 months or longer, and you're isolated from the world, whoever's there is getting banged.
Like
There's gonna be some babies out there.
Like Alaska. I mean, not to sound like creepy, but like the fucking sex work is fucking pricey down there. Like you're busy because there's a lot of men out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
places like that.
It's one of the most. A lot of people that have one of the most dangerous jobs. They go to Alaska a lot because I actually was looking at that list earlier, bro. Like most dangerous fucking jobs, bro. And I think number 3 around the fucking list, around on the list was a fisherman and people that go to Alaska and shit like that, commercial fishermen.
Deadliest Catch, baby.
Yeah,
you never seen that show? You never seen the show?
I always thought it was bullshit, bro. I was like, how the fuck is the GoPro not getting wiped out with the fucking the big ass tidal wave coming through? And they're like, oh no! I'm like, oh, the GoPro's the only thing that survives, bro.
Okay, it is reality TV. Some of it, a little
Come
bit,
on,
a little
fool.
bit might be embellished, but that job's hard, dog. Out in the cold.
I didn't say it was hard. I didn't discredit when it was hard.
Like those metal crates. If one of those lands in your finger in the cold,
I can understand. You end up like fucking the fool from Family Guy, the pirate.
yeah.
If you end up in that water, I mean, it's you only have minutes in the water before you're die.
Done.
Yeah.
That's if they could see
And
you
you
still.
see them go in the water. Dude.
Hey, look,
They've gone in the water.
Hey, look, you can actually request a quote and plan a trip to Antarctica.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it though.
Expeditions for January through March 2022.
What's the price?
Thousands and thousands.
I don't know. Let me see if I plan the fucking trip. I'm looking this shit up. Well, you know what's fucked up? After this, I'm gonna
Go
get
to Airbnb.
I'm gonna get nothing but fucking videos trying to show me. Hey, what is it? Would you like? Are you still interested in going to Antarctica? Oh, that's crazy, bro. They don't even tell you a price. There's not that many people that inquire that you have to request for a quote because they have to put a team together.
Yeah.
That's wild,
You
bro.
gotta make sure you're
Hey,
fit.
fix his
dude.
mic,
They're
Xavier.
not. Huh?
Oh, never mind. I thought it was broken.
You ain't gonna make it. That's all I can say. It's not gonna happen. You can come with all the dollars. No, thank you.
That seems pretty crazy, the footage. I'm really interested now, man. Like, I'm like, what are they hiding over there?
You guys really need to get David Weiss on the show. You know, hook up with him on
On a
Skype
Zoom
or
call.
Zoom.
He's dope. I've had him. I know who he is. He's
He's
dope.
like
Yeah.
he's like the ultimate guy in Flower. He can tell you about everything. We talk about any subject of it. He got it all. He got the app, the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac
He's
clock.
a flat
app.
Earth specialist. He lives for it.
Yeah, it's all he does.
Yeah.
all the time.
He's the only guy that will sit there with Alex Jones and put him up to it.
Yeah,
That's
And
wild.
he'll come on.
yeah, he'll come on.
Yeah, he loves doing it.
I'll hit him up.
Yeah, he loves doing that shit.
Like, he'll come on in person?
No.
If he was here, he would.
Yeah.
But he's out. He's on the East Coast.
Yeah. He lives and dies for that shit.
Yeah, you would have a great conversation because literally every question that you could ask, you know, that are all the thoughts that you've thought, he's got an answer.
He's got a PowerPoint.
So now that
PowerPoint,
yeah.
he'll not only will explain it to you, he'll show you
Yeah.
what he like his logic or his
So
theory on
now that
why.
you mentioned that, I understand. All right, cool. You believe in a flat Earth, and all right. Xavier constantly argues with me, and he says, "Fool, the fucking dinosaurs you love are fucking chickens."
They're fake, first of all.
And they're
but
fake.
If anything, they were chickens.
Okay, so you don't think that under that fucking 180
Fossil
land.
fuels? You believe in fossil fuels?
Xavier,
You think
hold
it
on,
came
hold on.
from
You don't think
dinosaur
that
bones?
where
You
he
think
said-
you think we're driving things to dinosaurs?
Bro, he
Hell
said
no.
it. He said
Get
it
the
was.
fuck outta here.
He said it was under the fucking earth, under the place where we occupy that shit. So who's to say that like they just got rid of all those fools that like obviously was gonna kill our civilization and they put them under there, bro? You know what I mean? They separated us. All I'm saying is that how do we not know that on the other side, where quote unquote the other life would be, or where it's cold, that's where the dinosaurs are at?
There is an impenetrable barrier at 8 miles in depth. Nowhere on Earth has anyone gone deeper than 8 miles. But we've all been taught all the different layers of Earth's crust, the mantle, the magma.
Yeah, like that shit trips me out. I always wondered. I was like, so what happens when you just keep digging? Am I gonna dig to lava?
You'll eventually hit a barrier. You won't be able to. I mean, you'll have gone through many different substances along the way, but at some point you're gonna hit a barrier and you're not
Well,
gonna
what
get
do you
past
think
it.
about like people that live underground?
Mole
There's
people?
there's absolutely a whole
Mole people.
society of people underground.
Mole people,
Well,
really?
you going through Antarctica? That's what there's a hole in Antarctica. Which
You can
No,
go from-
okay,
you can
okay.
go from coast to coast
Stop.
and border to border in
Stop,
this country.
You've heard-
underground entirely.
Hold
if
on,
you've got
hold-
access.
Come
This is too
on.
much at the same time. Okay, first of all, this is way
My
too
man.
far.
These are all
It-
theories. First, of
It's
all,
hard as fuck
obviously.
to
I
live in
don't-
Antarctica to begin with. And you're gonna say there's a hole over there and people
Well, how do you
live
get to
there.
the center of the? How do you like those people that believe in Hollow Earth? How do you think you
So
get
is
to Hollow Earth?
Antarctica a fucking place where you go see the land that's not explored, or a fucking hole that you go and
Depends
hide?
on what theory you believe. I mean,
Antarctica
yeah.
is gonna be a multiple kind of experiences, because some places in Antarctica there is land, and then there's other parts where it's just a frozen boundary. You know, where it's just water. You know, again, the sun and the moon are spinning around above us in the what's known as the flat Earth model, or also known as the geocentric model. You know, in the geocentric model, everything is rotating around us. All the sky is spinning around above us. We're stationary. In the heliocentric, it's the one where we have a solar system and we're all orbiting around the sun, and the sun is orbiting through the galaxy, and the galaxy is ripping through the universe. You know, your intuition and all your senses, they recognize and relate to everything that is geocentric. You don't spin like we're as a body, a celestial body within, you know, our solar system. slash the galaxy slash the universe, right? There's 4 different spins happening at 4 different speeds. Like the Earth at the equator is spinning over just over 1,000 miles per hour. The sun is orbiting around the sun at just over 66,000 miles per hour. The galaxy is orbiting through the universe at over 600. I mean, the solar system is going through the galaxy at over 600,000 miles per hour, and the galaxy is ripping through the universe at some 600 or it could be 6.
It's like it sounds like roller coasters just going all around.
That's exactly what you're supposed to believe.
Yeah, it's 4 different insane amounts of speed, but you can't feel one bit of it, and they're all going in different directions, and you can't feel any of that. If you were walking on a treadmill, however, at a half mile per hour, and I was to unplug that on you, you would know immediately that the half a mile per hour treadmill stopped.
And then they
That's
can't
true.
they can't recreate a sphere with water stuck on it.
Yeah, it's just, I mean,
What do you mean?
It's nonsense. That's
Like with gravity, they can't recreate gravity where they can keep water on it. Every time you put water on anything, it drips down because water
Oh, like there can't
Drips
be an
down.
actual model of a spear
and water stuck on it.
well, isn't it a whole magnetic thing that holds the water up? But even then, it wouldn't make sense.
your whiskey drink tells you that it's flat because all liquids
Goes
seek
flat.
a level.
It's supposed to go flat. You can't
Yeah.
just have it like it won't be. Why can't you get it on a soccer ball? Why can't they get a soccer ball and then have water all the way around it?
Without it being sealed
Take
up.
any bottle with any liquid out to the coast. Set your bottle to where it can level off, and then make note that the liquid is perfectly in line with the horizon. It's called the horizon because it's horizontal for one, and it'll be the same no matter where you point that level. It'll always be level in all the directions.
I always wonder too, man. Like, what the fuck's if there's fucking lava in the fucking middle of it? Why the fuck has the ocean not dried up? Like all I'm saying is if that shit's hot, I put fucking water in the fucking plancha. You know what I mean? And see that shit go, and it fucking just goes up.
I could go out to the coast and look at the horizon of the ocean and watch it to where it's right of Catalina and it goes straight through Catalina and past Catalina. And the line is perfectly flat. Water, land, water. It's the exact same straight line. And then you could watch the water go hit Orange County and it levels off with all the mountains and everything. Everything is level in all directions.
Hey Ray, I got a question for you. Have you seen? Because you've seen that those cameras that are super legit where they can zoom in on an aircraft that's super.
I have one. I have the P1000.
Yeah,
I
Ray,
bought that like 3 years ago because just for this subject.
I
it's
know you
incredible.
don't believe in the flat Earth. I know you don't. But what do you think about these cameras that can zoom all the way there and there's no dippage of anything?
All I know is that it zooms to the appearance of what we see.
I can zoom in real close to the moon with this camera.
Real close.
I can look at the craters. The moon is, as we are taught,
How much is that camera? I mean,
It's $1,000.
damn.
Yeah, you can probably get it less now because this was a few years ago.
They probably
model.
have
You
a
could
new updated version.
Yeah, you could get one probably that I have probably for maybe $800, $700 now. But one thing's for sure is this camera has the camera I have has is it 125 times zoom, right? Whatever that means. I'm not even trying to get into the scale of what this number means. But the moon, as we are taught, is 230 something thousand miles away. Let's say 232,000 miles away. With my camera, I can zoom in straight up on that motherfucker. We'll be standing there at the moon with this camera. But I cannot, with the very same camera, see San Diego standing at the coast. That's only maybe 150 miles. The camera allows me to stare at it from over 200,000 miles away, and I can see in great detail.
It's
but
legit.
I can't see 150 miles away on land.
You could see Catalina with this camera, dog.
Okay, yes,
it should
but-
dip a little bit. It should dip a little bit.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
Well, then how big is this moon?
to be fair though,
How big
you're
is-
looking at a big open space. There's nothing standing in the way from here to the moon.
There's been things that they put water pillar. What are those things? Those water.
Isn't there like a big? There's sometimes supposed to? Is it happening this year or is it happening next year? I don't know. Maybe you guys might know. But whenever that thing is supposed to crash into the moon, there's something we're supposed to be crashing
an asteroid?
into the moon. I don't know. No. Like some kind of we're gonna crash a ship into it or something like that.
Oh,
right?
us. Okay.
But The caveat is we're crashing it into the dark side of the moon, the side of the moon that we don't ever see. Like we'll never see it because the moon doesn't spin around. The dark side of the moon, no human being has ever seen. Doesn't exist to us. And that's where they're going to crash this, whatever, the rocket or whatever. It's nonsense.
Oh.
Man, that is.
Thumbs
So
up,
Like
y'all.
Ezone
Give thumbs
really
up.
says that he'd go into space.
Yeah, that's
With
the one.
Elon Musk, he literally says, if Elon Musk emailed me and said, yo, I know you do the fucking smoke box and I know you can fucking
He's
put
not
it down.
gonna let me die with him, bro.
Yeah, and you said, yeah, because you know what? It'd be animated. He'd put you in this thing where you think you're going on a spaceship.
He better be there with me. Like, we better start fucking floating in space and be like, yo, no gravity, dude. Look at me. Check this out, doing flip. You know my fat
Have
ass
you
ain't gonna be
seen-
doing fucking flips to see no reason.
Have you seen any of those no gravity videos?
I want to fucking do that so bad.
Here's where everything about space disintegrates and becomes just falsehood after falsehood. It's known as the vacuum of space, and nothing that we do or have done in space could survive the vacuum of space. And especially if you're going to throw in all the different, elements of the solar system, like the sun and everything like that, everything would be melting because in the sunlight it's like hundreds of degrees like hot, and then in the darkness it's like 100 degrees frozen. Like the constant heating and thawing of nothing could survive there. That's if you just believe that's real.
Oh.
You see it, you go look up the space junk fucking,
They streamed
stuff,
it, dude.
and it looks like the earth is surrounded by trash like we're in the movie WALL-E. But you'll never see a picture of that. It doesn't exist with any photo or video evidence to substantiate that.
They streamed the moon landing.
No matter how many satellites gets launched into space, you absolutely never see another one going by. And there's thousands of them.
That is very true.
It should look like glitter in the daylight when you're staring out at the sky from all the satellites spinning around. You would have to see.
Wouldn't there be a lot of them coming out of the sky
off
too?
all the panels and shit.
Wouldn't there be a lot of? Well, it's what is it? Space is immense.
Yeah,
You're not gonna. What if they get lost, bro? It's hard to see.
No, it's we're safe from space, except for all the.
I would just like to go out there and see what the fuck's up, man. Like I tell you, if I got offered to go with Red Bull, I would fucking go up there. I'm horrified of heights though.
Red Bull didn't go to space. Red Bull went 120,000 and change feet. Didn't even get close to space.
You hear that? It's not space.
They didn't even get close.
I thought the headline was they went to space.
The Allen Belt. Have you heard of the Allen Belt?
What is it? Like
That
the
they
border?
talk about that we're not supposed to be able to
How
go
come
through
you know
anymore?
about all the borders and not know how to cross?
Yeah, that is another
Yeah,
border.
it's another border.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the border I
Yeah,
know
like-
about. Yeah, that's the border. Yeah. You
Yeah,
definitely-
the Van Allen belt.
Yeah, the Van Allen
It's supposed
belt.
to be the radiation belt that surrounds us, but
That technically, that's what killed all the footage. A lot of the footage got destroyed through the Allen Belt. I don't know. It's weird, but now
you would believe that the moon, we're to believe that the moon landings are the greatest achievement of mankind, and we have no evidence of it any longer, other than the footage we could watch on the interwebs, on the YouTubes.
I always wonder, like, how were you able to stream that shit with the technology you had at that time?
they called from the moon. They
I
called the president and said, "Yo, what's up, dog?"
I did not see this movie when I was young. There's a movie called Capricorn 1. It came out in 1978. At no point in my earliest ages or any of my years until last year, it was maybe the beginning of this year. I'm going to say sometime last year. I've literally watched this movie like 2, 3, maybe sometimes 4 times a day. I just have it on. I just love hearing the audio of it. You know what I mean? It's just great ass sounding movie. Anyway, it's about faking a mission to Mars. Watch that movie.
What's it called again?
Capricorn 1.
Hey.
Like I said, I've known about it my whole life. I never seen it, and O.J. Simpson's in the movie. He's one of the astronauts.
Hey, Ray.
Really?
You'll love it. You're gonna love this movie. Any of you guys that watch this movie, you're gonna love it. It's great. I love it.
And then I gotta ask Ray this. They say if it did happen, that Stanley Kubrick directed it. What do you think about that, Ray? Could he have done it? Could he have done it? Does he have genius like that? Because if you see The Shining, there's a whole documentary on little spots where he tells you I kind of directed it.
All his movies.
All his movies. What do you think about that, Ray? Like, maybe. If it was him, it was him. Could have been him.
Was the GOAT.
Is he the GOAT? Could be.
He's the GOAT.
Well, he's
Not
definitely
agreeing that he did it.
Oh, he
but
definitely
is the
did
GOAT.
something in it.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Too many. Like if you watch The Shining, there's whole documentaries on this.
Wow.
For putting little like Scooby-Doo snacks.
I'm
in
still
there.
waiting on the Woody Allen one. When
I
you
always
show me
wonder,
that
though,
Oh
one?
man.
yeah. I gotta show you that.
That could probably be, man.
I'll send it to you before I leave.
Yeah, they probably could have just filmed like the landing to another space or something like in
Dude,
Death Valley.
they
or
recorded the
something.
landing. How do you record a landing?
Yeah, especially with the technology you have.
How do you
back then.
record a landing? That means you already landed there. Someone had to put the tripod there. Did Ray show up and put the tripod before they landed there?
I'm just saying, man. Sometimes we have a hard time fucking adjusting these cameras here. You mean to tell me you had the technology to fucking to make sure that everybody saw this is one
You know
small
how-
step for
yeah.
fucking man.
Don't you think that would be your most precious fucking video? Like you wouldn't lose that shit for nothing?
It's lost.
It's gone. All that shit is gone.
So they can't replay it. Like what happened to it? It got burned or what?
It was all destroyed, as they said. And it's a difficult job to rebuild
And
it.
there was no VCRs for people to record that shit.
Yeah, who knows what? You know,
So there's no. If I Google right now the moon landing, there's no footage of it.
there's footage of it. We watch it on YouTube all the time. But I'm just saying, like all the original footage and all this stuff, it's all gone.
And a lot of it's gone. Like
Yeah.
because the Van Allen belt fucking destroyed it because there's a lot of radiation there.
And we brought back
And people
moon
deleted
rocks that
it.
we gave to leaders of other countries, and it turns out to be petrified wood.
Yeah, wood. Old ass wood. Come on. Have you ever seen the interviews? These fools do not look like excited that they went to the moon. They look
They be
like
getting in fights with people that be calling them out.
yeah. Dude, you know how excited I'd be? I'd be talking about it.
Get
These fools
into-
are like,
They be going fisticuffs.
yeah. Oh, I don't know.
That is kind. I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch that when I get home. Like I've never, to be honest, I've only looked at the moon landing three
Never
times
tried.
in my life.
You've never even sat. No,
I've
you've never
never-
sat there and watched a documentary on like them trying to debunk it or anything.
Yeah, I seen that, but it's not the same thing as me sitting there and seeing the footage that's out there and saying like, you know what, let me give my honest opinion and sit down and be like, if this is what I'm supposed to believe, and I'm a fucking 40-year-old and I got a kid and fucking the good age of where America was doing great at the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna believe this shit. Like, man, I would want to believe it, but fuck, man, no. Like having the technological advances that we have now, it makes you feel like you're looking at your grandma like you were fucking stupid.
Like
Like-
I know this sound. And I know you love this, but why do you
I
think?
mean, not my grandma, but my grandma probably didn't give a fuck. She had to fight poverty in El Salvador. It was
really
way
bad-
bigger than the moon. They
I
didn't
mean-
give a fuck about that shit.
I mean, I'm really bad with names, but what's that fool's name on King of the Hill, the conspiracy theorist?
Dale Gribble.
Dale Gribble. What do you think? Why do you think they made a conspiracy theorist and made him look stupid? To make all conspiracy theories look stupid. Like they literally made a guy that looks so stupid in the show. You're like, oh, look at this ball parrot
that
and
was the-
shit.
that was the-
But he was talking about JFK, the moon
Mike Judge
landing.
agreed to do that when he gained power to fucking time travel, bro. He gave that so he could set it up as long as that way he could fool the masses through the easiest form of entertainment, which is fucking animation. Because cartoons can get away with saying the
Anything.
craziest
Yeah,
shit.
South Park
That's
gets
why
away
Walt
with it,
Disney
yeah.
knew that from the beginning.
I
He
know.
knew
I
if-
want to get some kind of filter so I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
But I look like a cartoon, so that way to be all
Yeah.
cool. You know what
like
I mean?
Walt Disney understood that.
You
to
can
the-
say anything as
to
a
the
cartoon.
like he was one of the the first few people to take that as the commercial way. That's why when people debunked it and they're like, "Oh man, this fool was a Nazi. This fool was all this and that." Bro, he fucking whatever his agenda was, he understood that was the way to fucking tap into the masses in another level where like you weren't out there, but when it gets out there. Just advertising like straight up, it's like you're doing it subliminally in a different way, and you're fucking getting your message in them without them, but in a certain way, like by understanding something that these people don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Cartoons. That's why I've always been a big fan of animation. That's why I think Mike Judge.
What?
What was Walt Disney's real agenda?
Well, I don't know what his real agenda
I heard he
was.
was a piece of shit.
Well, I mean,
There's a lot of stories.
Yeah, but like,
He got piece of shit point of
but look,
views.
all
So they
I
got a
was-
lot of stories
yeah.
about everybody. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Everybody's a piece of
And
shit.
all I was thinking about is
To
like,
someone.
I just got to think about, look at the movies he makes. The mom always dies. The dad always dies. Trauma for the kids. Why are your kids watching your parents dying? Like, why does this need to go
The
through
same
the kids'
reason that
life?
the
Like,
same reason that
they're
fucking
really young. These kids, like, Bambi dies. All these kids have a loss. And I
Yeah,
mean, they're
but it's
great
the-
movies. I'm not hating on the movies.
the
but why
same
put
reason-
this headed...
That Rescue a Pitbull Foundation advertises during the Family Guy slot on my Roku because they know that a motherfucker like me smoking a joint is gonna start crying when I see a fucking commercial like that, bro. It's psychological warfare.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is, bro. If you use that same power for good, for the bettering of people, fucking we would be in a fucking utopia, bro. People would fucking be able to be big enough on such a big level, but because it's easier to manipulate and fucking push your own agenda is the reason you have a certain amount of groups or that 1% of people that fucking gain from all this psychological fucking warfare, bro. Because it's if you don't know you're being brainwashed, how you're never gonna find out. It's gonna be hard as fuck for you to find out.
Let me say this. As your homie, right? How many lies could I tell you before we're not homies?
Before I'm like, hey, fool, stop bullshitting me.
Yeah, how many lies can I tell you? What's my limit? So I know, just in general, like, I only got 9 more lies left. I better make them good.
Like, if we said we were going to hang out and you flaked on me, by the third time, I'm going to be like, all right, dude, I know you're a rock star. I know you're living pretty good. Like, what the fuck's up, dude? Like,
you gave you 3 because you're a rock star. Because this fool 2 flakes on a normal motherfucker that ain't got more than 10K followers.
Xavier gets 2 hours from not picking up the phone.
All right, so say I got 3 good chances.
3 good chances. Because you come in with donuts and shit, so you got to let it slide.
Imagine you could easily look at any organization and count more than 3 lies. Why do you even pay attention to any of these people? They're like not a one of us. I know for a fact I don't know everything about this life and this reality. I'll definitely say that. One thing for sure I know is not one of us in this room or anyone do I know would any of us keep a fucking logical liar as a friend. If I fucking lied to you every time I talk to you, no matter what, like we never talked about something real or truthful, you would never keep me or anyone like that in your life. But yet we have endless lists of organizations that just straight lie to us. Yeah, they literally lie to us at everything they say, and for some reason, we just keep listening. That's mental illness right there. I mean, that's all I could say.
But some of them do apologize.
A lot of groups that advertise a Lord and Savior.
Hey, but a lot of the shows that I watch, at least the newscasters.
Well, you fall asleep to World War II documentaries.
Yeah, but the documentaries I watch, like the newscasters I watch, the journalists that I watch, do fuck up and do apologize. And I take that for account. They'll be like, hey, what I said was wrong. When the CBS does that, CNBC or Fox, any of them, they don't do that. The people that I would I'm talking about Tim Pool. Tim Pool will sit there and he'll go back and be like, yo, my bad, I got that wrong.
They'll just steady bomb you with lies. That's the only thing that they got for you today is a new version of the same old lie.
You know, and I think the reason, bro, like you said, when I mentioned that a certain group mastered this psychological warfare, it's now it's just easy for them to just make that shift, bro. To just cut out all the loose ends and, become that monopoly where it's somebody mentioned in the chat room, Disney owns all the culture out there for the big masses, which is kind of true. They own every possible. If it's something that's gonna catch fire, best believe they're gonna go ahead and own it. If there's enough people worth it enough for them, just for out there for them to take over. Well, if the UFC became big enough for them to do it, they would buy that shit too, bro.
There's endless,
well, they own ESPN, so
there's endless, images where people put out all the trees of all the corporations, where they all boil down to and from, etc. And anyone can go find that stuff, but at some point, you just can't ignore, the magnitude at which they go to keep you from, being connected ultimately to the earth and nature. I mean, we are all of earth, and we all will return to it over and over and over and over and over. And we are kept from this. We are kept from understanding what our true value and our true meaning is. Period. And it's done through. Everyone's sucked into any TV series. Sorry, there's
something for everybody.
There's something to keep you, for everyone to be kept away from each other and reality.
Keep you in your own purgatory.
And that's all the Metaverse is to isolate everybody into their own little headset, so we can truly become the physical representation of what we see in the Matrix.
If you were limitless in real life, that's the whole thing, bro. Is to fucking pitch you. The idea of, how you were brought up on the idea, especially our generation, you can be anything. you put your mind to it instead of like the reality of life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's what the metaverse is, bro. It's a place where you can be anything and you could be anything and anywhere as long as you fucking got the right things to fucking play ball. And anybody can make this fake facade out there that they know. Not that they wouldn't be able to achieve it in real life, but it's just easier to do it in this shit. So it gives you that validation that everybody's craved like a drug. And how do they have this crave for validation? They got you hooked through anything, bro. Whether you're a fucking Twitter head, a fucking Instagram head, or a fucking Facebook generation, MySpace, they started testing that shit a long fucking time ago, bro. And people got hooked to that fucking instant gratification, instant validation. So that's what these people are out there seeking now. And they're like, and now they don't need to go nowhere for this gratification. Like, you notice that they don't try to pitch the 7 wonders of the world shit. Go explore the world, real life shit. Go see some crazy shit that's out there on some real shit. Like that used to be pitched to people in the 70s, people in the 80s, people in the 90s. Now it's like you need just put something on where it can be pitched to you at the comfort of your couch.
Well, there used to be even on YouTube, you know, it only happened in the last few months sometime. Or, you know, we used to be able to see how many homies would hit the dislike button just cause they're like, fuck that. I can't be counted in the likes, but in the dislikes, that's easy. There's only 28 of us. Bam, I am 29.
Too sensitive.
You know, yeah, it's just like people, you could click dislike all you want right now on YouTube. Ain't no one going to see it. It's only likes. Everything is popular.
Though? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? They did it so that the creator wouldn't get offended, but the creator could still see it.
I didn't know that.
You know what it was?
It worked, dog, because I was looking at it, I was like, for a second, I was like, damn.
Oh, you know
500 thumbs up, 0 dislikes, we killing it, X. I was over here feeling great, dog.
You know what it was? This is literally what it was. It's so that the right would stop telling the right to go dislike CNN videos, and then you'd see like 10 likes for Biden and 20,000 dislikes. And it just didn't look good. It doesn't look good when you got the president getting 20,000 dislikes. So guess what? Take the dislikes away.
The most popular of all time.
All time, dog. That's what it was. YouTube was like, oh, you're making us look bad? You're making the president look bad?
I was dead ass sitting here and I'm just like,
dude, it had nothing to do with people's feelings. It had something to do with the presidency.
I had it written down.
It had us making them look stupid because we were just going, everywhere we like, go dislike it. I literally wouldn't even watch the video and I'd just go dislike it.
I had it written down. I was like, episode 8, no dislikes, bro. Like I was literally fucking enjoying the fact. I was like, yo, we're killing it, dog. We're fucking just moving on up. However, though, the thumbs up have been going up, so we do got to give it up.
Shout out to the thumbs up.
Shout out to the thumbs up. Everybody out there, like, man.
All hit thumbs down. It won't show.
It won't show, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but let's not, though. No. Remember when B-Real tested that shit out and then he was like, all right, y'all can stop.
Yeah, remember? Remember when we were like, oh, Cairo showed up, hit the dislike button, and people would slam that shit?
Yeah, dude. Like, if he showed up. By the way, I want to take this moment to tell everybody in the chat room, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you so much for everybody who has been, joining us here. And I know we've been trying to keep it on time. So, like I said, thank you for being patient with us. I also want to thank our sponsors that made this show possible. The good people at Budvac at budvac.com. Make sure you preserve your nugs. You keep them the same way you put them in, or whatever substance you want to put in there. It comes out the same way you put it in, the same condition. Deftone has one. It has his on his table. And it has the little fucking, I guess, koozie to preserve the oxidation. And you hear the fucking oxygen when it comes out. You can tell Deftone is a man who likes keeping his Bud Vac filled with some precious gems. Like he has it up there. So make sure you guys use special code word WDS at checkout and save yourself some money for being a viewer / listener of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast.
And I can say this, you know, in regards to that Bud Vac too, like I literally just finished off some flour that I've had for just over a year now. That was fucking still good to this day.
Damn, over a year, and it still was like dank, like fire. Like,
it wasn't like, you know, like the fresh cut, but it was still fucking grinded
Flavored.
up. That good flavor, the nice grind, not all dried up.
Damn, that's what you want to hear. Real life testimonies. Make sure you guys check them out. Also, getting deleted once again, like myself. Knock on wood, though, because my new page is doing great. I only have one strike, which is when I called Xavier a word that I'm not allowed to say on air. However, though...
we're not even on the air. We're just on the Digi.
Yeah, we're on
stream.
the Digi, but, you know, I was like... That's the only strike I got on there. Salute. But make sure you guys check out California Magic Farms. If you're trying to grow some wonderful psychedelic supplements, make sure you guys check them out and use the special code word WDSTS at checkout. Save yourself some money. And, you support us and you support them as well. And also make sure you guys check out vsyndicate.com. That is the #1 stop shop for everybody out there. If you want some cool fucking smoking accessory and gears, just like rolling trays, grinders, a cool backpack with Albert Einstein smoking weed or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You can get all that right there. You can shop cool stuff. You want to have that cool gear wherever you're going. And you can also hit them up for inquiries on how to get your own gear produced by them. You know what I mean? They do white labeling, so make sure you guys check them out. Email them for the quotes and tell them that We Don't Smoke the Same podcast sent them your way. And I also have seen a lot of people up there that I like how people are taking guesses at the word that I called you that got me flagged on Instagram. No, but
I don't even know.
I know that's because it got flagged right away.
You know what word?
Yeah.
And then you wonder why your Instagram don't fucking work.
It's the only strike I got, bitch. But yeah, for the people that have been asking, hey Ezone, is that hat gonna be on the website? Yes, this hat I just got it dropped off yesterday. I haven't had time to shoot it, but yeah, this is one of the Garfield version of myself. Make sure you guys check it out. Going on the High and Hungry page. There's a bunch of new watches I put up there. The eBay page is popping. I just sold like fucking 12 Pokemon cards today by itself. So salute to everybody out there, all the collectors. I'm just glad that all these fucking, what do you call it, streams? Streams are
all
popping.
the streams.
All the streams.
All the rivers. Gotta have some flow.
All the rivers are fucking adding up very nicely. Salute to everybody out there. And also the thing about the giveaway. Look, Kate made the video after. We didn't want to post it before because we wanted to advertise the dope ass flyer that Chili made. By the way, shout out to Chili for the flyer that she made and the artwork. And speaking of that, the winner will be announced after the show on the Instagram. We already have it. It's Kate did the whole reel and the whole spin. So check out the Instagram for that. But there's gonna be another giveaway for this episode too. So everybody who super chats. Will be entered in the giveaway, and that will be announced the next day. I also want to tell everybody that April 16th, Xavier, April fucking 16th.
Coachella one weekend.
Fuck you, all right?
If you're not going to Coachella one, like I'm not.
April fucking 16th. Is the We Don't Smoke the Same live experience is back. Make sure you guys, I will try to go ahead and have the link up by this weekend. Chili's working on the flyer. It's going down in a dope ass venue in Riverside. It's gonna be dope. They can host up to 200 people, so we're gonna have a lot of tickets available. It's gonna be general admission tickets and VIPs. There's gonna be 2 live DJs. I'm picking them out. Cairo, please, I already blocked you because I know you're going to see this. So I don't need these phone calls, and I'm not going to show up tomorrow. So I'll make my choice on my own. Make sure you guys fucking
I vote for Cairo.
Make sure you guys buy tickets for that when the link is up because April 16th is going to be a couple days before 420. So make sure you guys fucking get that. You know what I'm saying?
We'll hook you guys up.
I love this dab mat you got right here.
Yo, we gotta do a giveaway or somehow somebody we gotta
the farce for Kaida.
Farce for Kaida.
Yeah. But yeah, April 16th, it's coming back. And not only are we going to have, doors are going to open at 6, we're going to have a special cocktail menu. So there's going to be like marijuana themed drinks. There might be we don't smoke the same cocktail or an old fashioned something. Look, there's going to be a bunch of different stuff out there. I'm working on this. It's going to be the biggest one we've done yet. Special guest. Maybe Deftones will join us that day, if he's not busy, or we get a couple other guests as well, too, and have them switch them out. But just know that it's going to be a dope event, and you don't want to miss out. A couple vendors as well, too. It's going to be great. It's one of the best venues we've had. And
we'll have merch there, too, so if you...
Yeah, you can't smoke inside, of course, because there's a dope-ass bar with the venue. But there's this dope-ass, this like, I guess it's like a place where people... It's a photo op in Riverside. It's like an antique Riverside area where they have this like I don't know, it's like this area where the lights are in this. Like, people go take pictures all the time, and that's the area. It's right next.
We'll take a break.
Yeah. What I'm saying, I was like, people know, man. So I'm just telling you, we're excited. I'm excited about it. We've been leveling up every venue we have, and this is like by far I would call it like a mini. It's like if we had the opportunity to do the Greek, like you know what I mean, like for podcast fools. I seen the venue. It's sick. I was talking to the sound guy earlier. He was like, "What equipment do you have? can you just send me a picture of the thing? I want to make sure everything. I was like, yo, this shit's legit. Shout out to Chili, by the way.
Well, they do bands. They
They do
gigs.
bands.
Yeah,
Like
they do gigs.
They told me they're like, hey, are you gonna have any live performances? And I'm just like, well, I don't want to have a rap show or anything like that. I was like, I'd rather just have something that people fucking know from the podcast. You know what I mean?
Just have Tommy sing.
Yo, what are you gonna have an accordion sing here with them?
We can have a whole fucking team with Tommy. We have a reggae band, rock en español now. I didn't know Tommy was that like rock en español.
We were singing last time. We were pretty drunk in the morning, though. We were fucking drunk as fuck in the morning for no reason. Well, what was the reason?
Have you ever sang with the band with rock en español?
Yeah, have you ever switched
with
out
Maná?
from
Or
bands
like-
or been a part of the? I mean, yeah, you did Kush with Be Real. Yeah, this fool was in a band with Be Real. It was you, Be Real, and who else?
Christian and Raymond from Fear Factory.
Damn, there you go.
Yeah.
Just the side band. Dog. That's
Yeah.
cool as fuck, bro. Because you don't. That's like a very you don't hear that a lot, bro. You know what I mean?
You could find those, our old demos on YouTube, the Kush stuff, and it was great because I got to play a heavier music the way I like music, and I still fucking love that shit. Like you put on those songs right now, and they sound like we just put them together.
Hey, have you watched
I bet we could probably even play one since it's not on no record company. No one gonna get in trouble.
the moment they hear Be Real's voice, it gets flagged? Yeah,
I bet you it wouldn't happen. There's no nothing on those tracks. I
What
mean,
song?
they're
It's
ours.
a popular song.
Let's see. Unstable.
Yeah, let's see.
You ever met Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, we've met Ozzy a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Ozfest in '99.
I found one.
We did a couple of tours with Ozzy, before Ozfest, actually.
Is this before he broke his back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we actually, our whole truck with all of our equipment got stolen in Detroit on that tour that we did with him before the Ozfest.
Damn.
Straight. We had 2 shows in Detroit. We missed the first one because our shit got stolen. And so we went and watched the show. We hung out and we're like, all right, we got to get some. We had 2 more days after that night to when the show was going to happen. So we all got a bunch of loaner stuff and some filling gear the next day. And we played the last show of the tour like we were supposed to. But we missed, 1 or 2 of them. Shit got jacked. And we ended up getting, a majority of it back. And by getting it back, we had to buy it back from the pawn shop that bought it.
Were you at that,
Whoa.
you know how like Be Real?
Did they describe the guys that stole it?
No idea. I had nothing.
Yeah,
I wasn't
you
even
give
close
fuck,
to it when
yeah.
it happened.
You know how like Be Real says that, like, because I don't know if you know this, have you heard the story, but I know Steftone knows, but like, Ozzy's son, pretty much like when that fool was 13, like Sharon was pretty much like, oh yeah, you guys can go hang out with Cypress Hill. And they have this 13-year-old fucking kid like Jack Osbourne kicking it with these fools, like taking him everywhere where you was like.
Oh, we all partied.
So that you were hanging out when Jack was there too?
Yeah, I
with
was
little
there.
Jack.
I seen it. Everybody was having a good time. He was in no danger.
I mean,
everybody.
of course, there was no actual
Everybody's
thing to put
looking out for him. They know who he is.
I'm just saying, it's
Like he's on extra lookout.
fool, it's such a trip though. But come on, dog. Like you're like Ozzy's son,
okay,
and then they
dog.
tell you like your mom says or your mum, what they call is like mum. What is it? Tells you it's okay for you to hang out with Cypress Hill.
Dog.
It's notoriously known for fucking just smoking out heavy.
Dog.
Oh, he'll be fine.
I was 15.
Now he turned out great.
Oh yeah, dude, I love when he comes by, bro. I was a huge Osbourne fan, bro. I used to fucking buy the books in the Scholastic Fair because I used to watch the Osbournes like religiously. I'm like, I don't know why I like Ozzy. My first album that I bought, not an album, a CD. My first CD that I bought was that Sam Goody was "We Sold Our Souls to Rock and Roll" at Black Sabbath. And I listened to that shit so fucking much, dog. Like that, to this day, a good 70% of that album, I fucking know the words, bro.
Dog. When I was 16 or 15, I was at a house party, like a house Mexican party that my dad took me to one of his construction friends' house. And we're there chilling. I'm talking jumper. There's no fucking drinks for the kids, just beer. Your typical Mexican party, dog. And they're like, hey, and I'm like, I'm that age where I'm not a kid, but I'm kind of cool enough to hang out with the adults, So my dad was
You're
cool.
already getting boners or what?
Huh? Definitely, yeah. And I'm there chilling with my dad, and I'm already having like 1 or 2 beers, It's It's at that age where like, your dad's like, oh, like.
Well,
you
your
can get a
dad's the
beer.
only one that, like, your dad's, you gotta be a certain
16?
kind of Mexican toxic.
Well, yeah, you're your typical Mexican. Yeah, at 15, 16, you're having 1 or 2 beers, and I'm there. And they sent my dad to go get more beer. I don't even know when my dad left, but we were in the garage. And all of a sudden, these fools are telling me, hey, can you go stand by the door? Because there's family, fool. Little morritos running around. There's mom, las tias. And they're like, go stand by the door. Yeah, and I go stand by the door, like hold the door so no one can open it.
Right.
And these fools pull out the sack.
Well, how old were you?
Huh? 15, 16. I said, cool enough to like kick it, you know? Like, I'm not a morrito, but I know what it is. Instantly, when they pulled it out, I'm like, oh, that's coke, dude. And my dad wasn't there. Like I said, this fool went to go get beer, or he left for a cool little minute just right down the street. It was like a little neighborhood. And they pulled out the sack, and I'm there holding on the door because they literally said, make sure no one comes in, dog. So I'm just their guard dog, and they're looking at me, and I'm kind of like, are they going to offer me one? You know, like kind of like a
you
little
think
kid.
you're that cool?
And they look at me, like, we would, but you're Martin's son, so we know, like, yo, like, we don't want to put, just like what happened with them, like, you know not to give it to him, even though he sees it. And it's like, yo, you know better to them, because if your dad finds out that I gave it to you, he's going to beat the fuck out of me, which he's allowed to at that, like,
Yeah, you don't
yeah, it was
Ozzy
weird.
hating
Like,
you.
trust me, and it was weird because I'm there watching these fools.
Yeah,
they're kind of
but-
my uncles. They're kind of my uncles because you know you go there all the time. They're your tios kind of in a way, and you're there. And these fools are racking these fat lines up on top of the mirror.
No wonder cocaine is not a big deal to you. You're
Yeah,
like,
it really
oh.
wasn't. Yeah, and I saw these fools do it, and then obviously they didn't give it to me. They put it away, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't give it to you. You're too young, and you're so and so's son." But they just did it in front of me, and I was more like a lookout dog. And then my dad showed up. Is my dad on coke? Now I'm like trying to see if my dad's doing it, you know, because it's like, what's that joke you say? Guilty by association.
Yeah, good.
And I was like, yo, this was guilty by association. This was doing coke, huh? Instantly, I was like, oh, my dad's a cokehead, like his friends. But
Yo,
I've never caught my dad. But it was one of those things where I was like, yo,
Steph, did you know? I've been watching the Pam and Tommy story. Did you know Tommy Lee?
I have met him, but I don't. You know, we're not like homies, like we kick it or anything.
I was like, were you like? I mean, obviously, yeah, you were. Like, were you already like?
I love Motley
touring and
Crue
shit
back
when
in
when that thing happened, when the tape leaked and shit.
I don't remember when it happened, but you know, it's just like all like Paris and everybody. You know, I mean, it's all big. Everybody makes a huge commotion over it.
Because they were like the first one before the Kardashians to fucking do it.
You know, and the most amazing part about it is, I don't know how many people would agree with this, but I think most people saw it because somebody else played it for them. Like I can't believe I didn't see the whole thing, but I definitely saw enough of it. And you just get, you know, again, like we were talking about earlier. Once you see some things, you cannot unsee them.
you think it was leaked on purpose?
No, for the way,
no idea.
the way the story fucking plays out. I mean,
Yeah, that's their story. Of course, that's what they want you to know. Do you think that's what happened?
It
Like,
was
you
stolen.
don't think Kim Kardashian leaked, her mom leaked it on purpose?
I mean, seeing that way, that family function of gypsies, yeah, that was on purpose.
What year did it happen? Do you know?
Damn, I don't know exactly.
Was it It was the 90s, right?
Yeah.
definitely.
It wasn't the 2000s yet, was it? Yeah, so, you know, like 25, 30 years since that's happened. I mean,
1995.
there you go.
1995.
We were 5 years old, man.
27 years later, and we're still talking about that tape.
Well, because the series just came out again.
Again,
the series came out.
Such a great story that it became a series.
I mean, it's kind of, I don't know what it is, but to me, like, to a 90s kid like me, I'm just like, let me see, because I always wanted to see Pam Anderson's tits, and then when I finally saw them, you know what I mean? Like, when I was old enough, I was like, I always wanted to see this when I was younger.
Izon, but you don't think Kim Kardashian's going to get a fucking show? A movie later? 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Oh, this is how Kim Kardashian got big, and they'll have her with Ray J, and Ray J, someone will play Ray J, someone will play Kim Kardashian. The same thing's going to happen all over again.
It only hasn't happened yet because the correct dollar value hasn't been added to it yet.
She's still alive, too. You know what I mean? It's probably going to happen when she's gone.
She's going through it right now.
Or she's
with
super
Kanye.
old, or was she like super old? Because, like, I don't know. What does
She's
Pamela
40.
What does
She's 40
Pamela
now.
Anderson look like now? I mean, she's probably still hot. How old is she now? She's probably like fucking got to be like. How old is she now, Ray?
Pamela.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, hold on.
How old do
You know
think
she's
she is?
Canadian?
She gotta be my age. I bet she's just over 50. 55 at the oldest.
She's 54.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Hold on. She's looking beat up in her fucking picture,
Oh
man.
my God.
Yeah. And the pig, she looks.
Which one?
This one right
If your
here. The
main
first one that
if your
shows
main
up.
one
That's
made
not
you
beat
look-
up.
Yo, it looks like her face has been stretched out. Like,
Okay, but you know, as a thumbnail, you can't really
Looks
tell.
good for a
But I
55-year-old.
I can see what you're saying.
She oh, what the?
hold on, hold
With the
on.
money she's got, I hit it.
Yeah, she's all right. She's still pretty hot.
She's pretty hot.
Alcohol has definitely taken its toll.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
I mean, yeah, she's had one too many treatments, but
Yeah.
True that.
she's still a beautiful woman.
Is Tommy Lee still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
I mean, I don't know, but that was from Motley Crue, you know? I'm like, well, you know what? No, Ozzy's still alive. And all those stories that people fucking say of him, just like snorting those ants and fucking just like the way he used to roll with that much cocaine and all those drugs.
Man, that movie was too much, dude.
Dude, but you don't think Ozzy really
Which
rolled
one?
around like that,
The
though?
dirt?
Yeah, I think it was just a little excessive.
Like fake? Like
Not fake.
like
I'm pretty sure all
exaggerated?
that stuff
Like
happened.
exaggerated?
But
I'm
yeah, I
thinking
think it's a
I'm
little
thinking
excessive.
that what we saw in that movie didn't touch the fucking even get close.
Yeah.
Like I think we saw the tame generic version of it.
When that accident happened, that shit got real. Like the movie was a party until that happened, and I was like, oh.
That's how they're like. That's how it was for them in real life.
Yeah, I know. That's why I felt that from that story. I was like, damn. So this is what they all went through, huh?
Like, but all the fans, like if you were a Motley Crue fan when that happened, you felt that shit. Like
Yeah.
everybody that shit was a bummer.
Yeah, because they thought they were invincible.
Well, it's not, bro. You know what?
Well, everyone
I've had
thinks
the
that.
best time at that strip club because of that. Because I had just watched that. Like, I had heard that song, and every time I remember you see it, we're like, oh, we're here, and then we'd go there, and then just walking in there, bringing in our own alcohol and shit. Just
Motley Crue was my soundtrack for becoming a teenager.
damn, that's a pretty heavy ass soundtrack
It was great.
for you to become a teenager.
Scorpions, AC/DC, Van Halen.
Here I am.
Straight rock you like a hurricane, baby.
Oh, that was on the Little Nicky soundtrack too. Remember when
You got to feed her inches and treat her well.
you gotta feed her inches and treat her well.
Damn.
Damn.
That's the fucking
Hey.
lyrics. I didn't write them.
Hey,
They're
sounds-
great.
Sounds
though.
like facts to me, though.
Yeah, man. Scorpions got the best fucking songs. Shout out the Scorpions.
I made a poll. Cairo is one of the DJs. 51% no.
Damn, that's close.
By
though.
1%.
By one.
Oh, it's at 50%.
Whoa, whoa.
Damn.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
There goes E-Zone. You guys, is there another Cairo lover out there? CairoLovesYou.com.
Hold on, let me switch.
CairoLovesYou.tv, my bad, .tv.
Let me switch.
Well,
Let
gets
me
mad.
switch. Let me switch an account.
Let me such again.
Salute to everybody who.
Oh, it's a no. It's no. Bro, I'm gonna end it.
That's pretty close, though.
I know
Alright,
that was
send it.
pretty close. Hey, people, if you got what you wanted, people in the chat room, let me see thumbs up in the chat room. Yo, that shit is lit, man. What's the most Motley Crue shit you've done on tour, or like not you, if it has gone down?
I think growing up, on and touring in the late 90s, coming into the 2000s, we, what had happened in the generations before us, we definitely did not compare to what that shit was. They was really having a good time back then. I'm not saying people don't
Yeah.
have a good time.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the parties they were having were not the parties that we were having.
You know when he says that, you know what I feel like? Like when they talk about the Comedy Store in the green room.
yeah,
Like
like
how they were doing coke on that mirror thing, on
Yeah.
the mirror piano. Like, we think we've partied. No, we
Yeah.
haven't done what they were doing. Fool.
You
Like
seen-
what
you seen
Richard
Scarface's
Pryor
wedding?
was doing,
Yeah.
dog. Like what they were doing, we haven't even touched the surface, bro.
You seen Blow?
Yeah, I think
You know,
people
these
were
days,
partying
bro,
like that. Like,
these-
just, yeah.
doesn't it scare you, bro? Like you feel like such a pussy sometimes, bro. Like honestly,
Why
like
do you feel so bad, X?
Huh?
Why do you feel
Because the 80s were fun. Like if I
Well,
could, I
'cause,
would
like,
live
no,
the
don't
80s.
get- don't get me
Hey,
wrong,
if anyone
like, don't
asked
you
me
have
the
fun when you
80s
do
were
that?
no,
the
but I
fun,
know
bro.
I understand where he's coming from because
80s
Don't you
were
have fun when you do
fun.
blow?
not these days, bro. Like if I
Nah, you're
were to
all
choose to do
scared,
coke right now, bro,
yeah.
Blow
everything's
seems really
scared.
stressful. Yeah, it seems very stressful.
It's very
right now.
stressful. Like if somebody was like, "Yo, like if right now something happened," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? Let's fuck it. Let's do coke." When you're really breaking it down, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, here it comes," because in my head I'm like, this could be the last time you're here, fool.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean?
yeah.
And then,
especially if your homie insists you take the first.
yeah. And
Back then, you used to have to do a lot, right?
Come on,
Like,
pussy.
Yeah, like how did people die when you heard what that they did an 8-ball at least?
Oh
He
man.
died
way
because he did an
more.
8-ball.
no, you could
But
get
no,
away
but
with when it's pure. It's not gonna kill
No, but
you, bro.
all I'm saying is you had to do a lot to die in
Yeah.
general. Like no one was dying off of 2 lines.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
No,
if you go
hell
back
Now
to the
people
80s,
die off of 2 lines,
could
off
prob-
of 1 line
you
because
could
it's
probably
fentanyl.
show
It's
up
not
with
even
a bag,
It's
like-
not even OD. It's a poisoning. That's why I
Like-
keep telling people it's not an OD. It's a poisoning.
yeah, but you can, like I'm saying, like if we were to be the 80s, we could have showed up with the fucking Bud vac, fucking size Ziploc, and be like, yo, let's fucking do this.
I'm just saying, we got Scarface. We seen Blow. You know what I mean? You can go a great distance on that shit. Yeah, motherfuckers were abusing the shit out of it.
I thought it was legal in Miami at one point. People were doing that shit at the club.
They was doing it everywhere.
That was wild.
That shit makes
Yeah.
you. That shit makes you wish, like, you know, it's like when somebody says like, I'm gonna quit alcohol, and they start drinking Old Duels, and they're like, it's just not the fucking same. Like I don't like. There's nothing else out there that like will replace that to me, and I'm just like, man, at least I got to enjoy what it was. Because there's sometimes where some homies will be like, they'll be partying, and I'm just like, fuck it, they seem to be all right. Let me go ahead and let me see if I should try it. But then I'm like, nah, fool, what the fuck? I said, just fucking just smoke a joint. I was like, what if these fools die right now? You know what I
That
mean?
again, the '80s. You're asking, how I relate. Like I said, the '80s, they were snorting shit. I never snorted anything ever.
You never tried coke
No,
ever?
no,
Not even a bump?
no.
What drugs have you tried?
All I've done is
Shrooms,
pot,
probably.
mushrooms, and ecstasy.
You never done acid?
No acid.
You never wanted to?
No.
Yeah, I'm scared too.
Yeah, no. For me, I've acknowledged long ago that as a control freak, there's no way I could ever take acid because that's just being completely out of control. You're not in control on acid.
What up, E-Zone? You're willing to do K with some people you barely even know and not do fucking LSD?
That was birthday energy. Special with
birthday energy.
ketamine is not gonna. There's no been no fucking overdose with fucking ketamine.
Scary. It's fucking horse tranquilizer.
I ain't gonna lie though. I
horse
like,
tranquilizer,
like
right?
if
Ray?
that's
Tell
how
me,
the
right,
horse
Ray?
feels. If that's how
Please.
the horse feel, dog. Like
If that's
I
how
don't
the
wanna-
horse
I
feels,
don't
you're
wanna-
not a horse though, fool. I don't like that.
Xavier though, like that shit hits different though. And then there's also ketamine treatment too.
Special K. No, I know. I'm not saying it's not like. I'm not saying it's the worst, but like LSD is
I don't know, man. Like to me,
kind of natural in general. though.
certain things kind of fucking scare me they push me to the edge, you know, or like that's like me pushing it to the like over the edge for me. Like I don't know, I'm not gonna take it there, especially now. Like as much as I want to like party, like I miss that feeling of like, yeah, let's fucking go party because it was tight. Fucking going, I'd be like, yeah, we're all gonna fucking just do rails. We're just gonna go ahead and keep drinking and just kicking it. And yeah, that seems fun, but it's not worth it these days. I feel like you had that liberty way back and that shit's gone.
Ketamine is primarily used as an anesthetic in humans as well as veterinary practice.
That's why you fucking when I was doing it, it was me fighting the fucking like
K-hole.
like me fighting,
K-hole.
yeah, like me going nodding out, almost nodding out, and then me fighting and said like, oh, I'm back, and then just going back, and it was cool, but never again. Like I don't want to be stuck there again. It was not a good feeling. It was a cool epiphany. It was a cool time. Being inside a Rubik's Cube, but that was enough for me. Like I'm cool with the mushrooms. Shout out to Cali Magic Farms.
Yeah.
That's all I need. In case I do too much of those, I throw up or I take very nasty shits. You know what I mean? Like it is.
There's the phrase of being high on life, and I recommend that for all. Be high on life. You don't need to be high on anything. But for those who can control and absorb and hang with a nice head change, a body change, a reality change. For those who can navigate and tolerate that stuff, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
I've also been roofied before too, so like I'm pretty scared about like with everything that, like I guess just a lot of drugs out there, bro. You just don't know, bro.
Well,
And-
guy was trying to like.
No, I was hanging
where
out.
were you at?
I was dating this really hot chick, and I had gone out to this place, and
Try to root for her.
they tried to roofie her, and I got the drink of hers by mistake. And,
Whammy.
And then I'm just like, but at the same time, I was like, 2 months later, after it all happened, like I was like, man, dude, if I don't bone her, this is gonna be all not worth it. You know what I mean? Like I got roofied because of this bitch. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta finish the fucking mission. So I did. It turned into a relationship at some point in my life. Very toxic one for that. But but for the most part, my plan worked out. You know, like that plan. I was like, I gotta make this work, bro. I was like, that could have been you.
At that point, you had to. You got roofied.
I mean, bro, you know what? If it wouldn't have been for that Michael Clark Duncan looking ass fucking security guard at the shortstop, shout out to him, and him grabbing me and saying, "You're C-minus's friend, and I know this is not how you act because I respect C-minus." Shout out to C-minus too. I'm gonna fucking hold you down until you stop squirming, and I'm gonna release you when C-minus comes out.
How were you acting?
I don't remember. He said apparently I was trying to fight everybody. You know, or apparently these 3 dudes were about to beat me up, and Michael Clark Duncan came out of nowhere and was like, "Y'all leave him alone." Just fucking saved my ass, bro. I don't remember that night. It fucking sucked to be roofied like that for the most part. Yeah, I would never wish that on anybody. And if you're out there a scumbag that does that kind of shit, man, I hope you get what's coming to you. It's like you're not supposed to put that shit like that in the fucking, you know, in the universe out there. But you know, you got to be a certain kind of level of scumbag to be doing that shit. You know, I didn't think it was gonna happen when I was listening to Sublime. You know, when that fool. Remember, you ever heard that song, Date Rape song?
Oh, Date Rape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you ever meet that fool?
we did the 1 week of the last week of the first Warp Tour, and they were on that leg of it. I think they might have been on the whole tour, if I'm correct. And yeah, we met him like just like in passing. I never really like hung out and partied with him, like, you know. But yeah, we met him then.
Damn, like, was he really that crazy?
Not really, you know. I mean, they did, you know, they partied. They got their, you know, they did what they wanted, and
I just think when you're like doing H, like you got to be a certain kind of like wild, you know what I mean? Because like when I think of like, if somebody says, "Hey, such and such from such and such gang does H," I'm thinking, I was like, that's a very sad cholo. You know what I mean? Like this was probably down to do whatever. You know what I mean? Like he's just down for it. He's like, y'all stop that fool right now. Like there's a certain kind of energy.
maybe, who knows?
So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like he OD'd from that, right?
Yeah, but
Bradley,
I would probably agree with that. They probably are sad. You know what I mean? Because they're in a position where they're powerless to a substance. That's a horrible fucking feeling.
That is a horrible feeling, dog. Like honestly, like doing drugs when you're not in a good state of mind. Cause like I've done drugs when I've been sad, and it's the worst, dog. Like you'll start crying, bro. Like you'll never like.
Those people don't want to do it anymore.
No, but what I'm saying is like when you do drugs, I've never done heroin or anything like that. But when you do any kind of drugs, like whatever that drug of choice for yours is, and you do it when you're at some point in your life to avoid something, to fill a gap in your life, that's the worst.
Like
dog.
watch that show, Dope Sick on Hulu.
I watched it already.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's
it shows
crazy.
you like how these people like
With
the
Batman
doctor,
from
remember the doctor
1989.
gets addicted. Yeah.
Yeah, that feels tight.
I believe there's people that can function on all substances.
Oh, I
you know.
knew a guy.
I don't mean all at once, but
Mechanics.
I believe
I
that
knew a guy.
I believe everybody's got their ability to sustain themselves, you know, moderately well on their substance of choice.
I lived with the guy.
Mexican mechanics.
No, I lived with the guy that was a functioning tweaker.
Who, Evan?
Literally full on functioning. Like when I first met him, I was like
In the tent?
kept the job. Yeah, in the
That's
tent. Yeah,
Evans.
he fucking kept the job, kept it going full. Like he was
That fool showed you how to get money from the
functioning.
government.
Yeah, this fool was functioning. I didn't think that was real. And like you said, some people do it.
That fool smart
There's
though. Like
teachers,
for
but
like
there's
you,
teachers. But what I'm trying to say is like there's teachers. Like there's people that really are functioning heroin addicts.
There's people of all walks doing all things, and they all have their own substance
Wasn't
of
Demi
choice.
Lovato-
Or their combo of substances, you know.
who's the girl that died? I think I need to go to rehab. Yeah, that.
Like you know who else gets
Yeah,
addicted to?
she didn't make it.
A lot of
she didn't make it. She did heroin, right?
Yeah, you know who gets addicted to it? A lot of pharmacists. Because the drugs
'Cause
are
they
right
got
there.
access,
It's easy
yeah.
to guess. It's easy to
Fool,
get.
I would think, like-
easy access, dude. Access, like I said, access makes things a lot easier to do when you get
X,
the
you don't
access
think
to
that
have it.
like if I was working in a pharmacy and somebody's like, what the fuck? I'm like, those are codeine pipes. I mean, codeine pints. You don't think that by the
They're
by
counted.
the time,
Every single one's counted.
No,
dog.
by the time I'm fucking comfortable, you don't
Oops,
think
I
that I'm gonna
dropped
try
6
to
of
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I gotta throw those out.
Yeah, you don't think I'm just gonna knock one of them over and be like, oh no, it broke. I don't want to bother Luis the janitor. I'll clean it up. Yeah, just fucking. I'm over here pouring up.
I
and
can't
back
put
on-
those in the tube.
That's like a $600 pint right there.
That's
That's real. That's a
those
real
are fucking.
one.
Those are those are years.
Like
those
2-3
are prices
grand,
from
yeah,
5 years
sometimes,
ago.
Yeah.
You're tripping, dog. Like fucking $600.
Well, it depends which one you're getting.
If you want,
You can't give.
You don't. Here's the thing, Xavier. It depends which one you're getting. You don't ever want to be
Waukesha?
cheap
You
with your
can't get
fucking
Waukesha.
drugs, bro. You don't ever want to be like. You can be cheap with your construction, Xavier. By all means, I'm pretty sure you are. Sometimes you're like, whatever. I'll do a Mickey.
What have I constructed? I've never even built a house.
I'm pretty sure you busted
This was
Mickey
acting
Mouse.
like I'm building stadiums and shit. Where I'm like, yo, can we cut it down on the fucking on the seats where the
But-
people sit?
But you cannot be cheap with drugs. Like that shit's going in your body, dude. I know we should treat food like we treat drugs, but you know when you start thinking about it, you're like, man, you don't want to be cheap with that
That's why
shit.
you don't
dog.
buy shit
You
at
didn't
taco
even pay
sessions.
for it. Not even once.
Yeah.
Right, Zone?
What? Nah,
Not
Carol's in the crowd.
even
You tell me.
once.
Not even once. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like if I had the choice to buy like if somebody tells me like right now that like, yo, there's this guy who sells coke, but he's a scientist. He makes it here in America, and you know what I mean he'll make it in front of you. You order a ball, he'll make it to go. He's the Burger King of coke. I would kind of take my risk with that, but he's like, yo, he fucking charges $1,000, you know, a certain amount, like a half a zip or something. Would you not? I would be down if he told me that if I go to if I go to the Cali Blaze facility of that coke fucking dealer and it's like I see the fucking things and it says the test and I'm like, all right, cool. This fool's the top fucking
Dog,
the top of the creme de la creme. That's the only way I would do it. That's how you gotta treat drugs.
dog, that's how I felt when someone offered me DMT. That shit looked all brown and the fool was Mexican. I was like, you're not making DMT. This ain't clean. I needed a white guy. If a
That
white
shit
guy
was-
would
that
have
shit
came
was-
up to me and said, yo, this is DMT, I'd be like, I would ask him what school you go for.
That shit was
to.
laundry detergent.
Yeah,
fool.
it
That
looked
fool's
all
dirty as
weird, dude. It was all brown and shit. I'm looking at this fool. He don't even look like that smart. Like, people are making DMT gotta be smart. Like, in my eyes, this fool looked all grimy, and I was like, he came to one of the tinfoil hat shows. He's like, you want to hit this? It's DMT.
You know what?
And I
dude?
always have, and I've been wanting to, but I looked at him, and I judged him on his product. I was like, you don't look clean. You don't sound smart.
You know, if
You're Mexican. I'm not saying Mexicans don't do it, but he just
hey,
didn't
fool,
give me that vibe.
there's those people that give you that, bro. Remember when
Did you guys ever do PCP?
no.
No, I
I never
DMT.
have. I mean, but I
No.
you know,
Like, would you try DMT?
no.
No.
I've tried it, and it's like I did it. I did that shit when I was angry, but I just went into Tron. I remember the last time when I did the last time when somebody gave me DMT, came up to me when I went to go do stand up comedy in Denver. You know, and I was out there, and some dude came up to me, and he was like, "This is for you," and like that fool looked like he was on it. So I'm like, if I was gonna try that, I would have trusted it from him, cause that fool had one of those like Jerry K fucking pendants with the circle of life fucking shit. He was like, I looked at him, I was like, there was planets on his socks. There was fucking, you know what I mean? Like this fool had a fucking.
Thank you. That's exactly
yeah.
what I mean. If
He-
this guy would have came dressed to me like that, not even because he was like not dressed professionally, but he just had no vibe of I do psychedelics.
But
you know,
it-
like I fuck around with this shit. I'm smart. He just gave me a vibe of just a typical stoner, and he's like, "You want to hit this DMT pen?"
But I didn't do it.
No,
I didn't do it. I left it. If I was a country singer, that would be one of my hit singles. DMT. I left in Colorado. You know what I mean? Like it'd be some shit. I can't wait till there's like the first country singer that's out there talking about fucking bitches like blatantly. Like
Oh, there is.
I mean, they do sing about shit like that, but it's different than compared to them being like just like kind of like how a rapper would say it.
I don't remember the artist's name, but there's one out there that does that sings like that, and even throws the gay twist on it on top of it.
Oh damn!
Really, it's
Damn.
hardcore.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't,
like that. Let's go, Brandon song.
yeah, I don't.
Hey,
I which
Don't you
one?
like country?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
some country
I was like,
songs.
I was like, yo, I
Yeah.
was gonna say Xavier is the only paisa I know that fucking.
No, a lot of paisas like country. You're wrong, fool.
I like country.
Yeah, country's dope. Don't be a hater.
I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't hate on it. What the fuck?
You are. You do hate on it.
It's just not. I just don't expect you liking it, bro. What the fuck is that? That's not the same thing as
Some of
hating
it's
it.
good. I don't like all of it. I think every type of music has its good shit.
So what kind of country do you listen to, Xavier? Toby Keith?
Not the super sad shit.
What?
Not the super sad shit. Like, I don't like that super sad shit. I like more like
Don't touch my
Huh?
truck.
Yeah, a lot of don't touch my truck.
You like that modern day shit?
Yeah, I actually do like Luke Combs. He's cool. Or Johnny Cash.
That's
I
just-
listen to Johnny Cash a lot. Just more of the old school outlaw shit.
That shit. Who did you say? Luke Holmes? That sounds like the fool who makes cigarettes or something. You know what I mean? It just sounds like a fool that makes leather.
No, that's like the new shit.
I don't know. I wouldn't know where to start. I know the people that make my candles. Shout out to Puff Penny Melts. They
They
love country, but they go
country, yeah.
like Woodrow goes to Stagecoach.
Yeah, like Route
66. like just fucking. And she's like, yo, it was weekend. Wow. And I remember like, bro, she would.
Dude, they get
She would go.
up.
She would go to concerts, bro, with her sister, right? When she's like, they'll buy tickets to a country concert, and she'll be posting on snaps and stories that she'll delete afterwards because she's like, I was so fucked up. You know what I mean? Because they're singing.
They get
yeah.
RVs, like right after Coachella. So there's 2 weeks of Coachella, and then right after Coachella, they have the is it Stagecoach? They have Stagecoach.
Is Lil Nas X your type of country?
Huh? Nah, fuck you.
If you like Willie Nelson, you like country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do like Willie Nelson.
Yeah, see?
I-
All of it's good. You just,
I feel like smoking with that guy is like getting the best life advice you can ever get. You know,
You
he
like
gives
some-
you like mountain man fucking advice. He's like,
Yeah, if
well,
you like Kenny Rogers, you like country.
Kenny Rogers is pretty fucking country, to an extent. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess at some point I have like some kind of country. I've just never found myself like singing it or going to a country concert type shit. You know.
If you like Shania Twain, you like country.
I guess you know the who was the dude they mentioned on King of the Hill, the one that stole the song from fucking Peggy. Yeah, I was like, that's like they went to Stagecoach in that show, and I know that they mentioned so many fucking big country artists from the '90s.
If you like Miley Cyrus, you like new country.
Is she considered new? Is Taylor Swift considered country?
Yeah, she was considered country.
She sings a lot about some sad shit, getting broken up with.
Hey, you know, it worked for her.
It did. It's like Adele, and I don't think nobody wants to listen to Adele now that she's all like fit Adele. It's like, man, we want to hear a fat bitch cry. You know what I mean? It's like it sounds worse when you fat chick starts crying about it. You know what I mean? It's like we know, like when she lost all that weight, I feel like people are like, we know you can get another man, but when you was big Adele, it's like, man, we all felt it for a second. We're like, we know you can't. We know it's gonna be a little bit tougher, but that's compared to a fit Adele.
I'll just say this, Adele's beautiful regardless of what size she, decides she wants to present herself at,
Oh, I mean, off top.
She just needs to know for herself. As long as she knows she's beautiful, she could be whichever size she wants.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
You be the female Jonah Hill, girl.
That's all, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, she's like everybody else. She's going through her own little struggle. When she's doing it with everybody watching.
That's true. That's a lot of pressure too, man.
Pressure.
Sometimes I'm like, sometimes you think about it, you're like, man, I wish you were. Sometimes you're like, I wish I was on that level or something like that. When you're not, and then you're like, damn, could you really deal with that shit?
Hey, man.
You gonna start punching a paparazzi motherfucker for coming at you on the wrong day. I wonder sometimes. I was like, man, how did you not punch somebody, B-Real?
Which would you prefer, embarrassing yourself by yourself or embarrassing yourself in front of the camera and half the human population saw it?
Yeah, embarrassing yourself imagine if like I said, like real world shit. You know what I mean? How those fools had the cameras when they were all vulnerable. Like when they have footage of those fools boning.
Yeah.
Like
seasons of it.
Seasons of it, dog. Like
they'll blackmail you with that shit. You don't think they'll blackmail you with that?
That's why a lot of those real world
you don't
fools,
want to do this? We'll somehow leak it.
A lot of those fools stop. Like I don't know, is that show even still around? I always wanted to do that when I was younger. I was like, yo, man,
Real World?
that
You
shit
would do
sounds tight. When I was younger, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I was like, why can't I just do this instead of college? This is enough life experience for everybody. But then, like, after the third season of me watching, I was like, there's no Hispanic, Mexican people in here. What the fuck?
When you sign a contract with MTV, you sign a life contract. So whatever you make, like, let's say 10 years from now, Snooki signs some deal with Chanel, they get a percentage because they made you. That was the contract that you
I'm going to
signed.
make Cairo sign one of those contracts with me. I'm gonna be
Made
like
Cairo.
I mean, that's not gonna be the basis of the contract. That might be in there, but still. But I was like, I'm a fucking Toby Rowe. Be like, yeah, man, you gotta make him sign it. Yo, like, what was it earlier when he was like, I'm not gonna get you coffee. He's like, fuck you. And then I was like, all right, dude, I'm gonna get it another way.
Wouldn't open me the door.
No, and and when he said that, I'm not gonna get you the coffee, and I was like, Dad, tell him I want coffee. And fucking, he was like, you're a fucking asshole. He did go get it. I was like, shout out to B. He got that coffee run. Salute to everybody who has been hitting the thumbs up. Thank you so much. But I think now is the time that we get into what is it? The super chats. It's the super chat segment of it. And honestly, I also want to give a shout out to the homie Sherbert Glass that came yesterday. Yeah, salute to him. Salute to Herb. He came by, kicked it. He had never been in the studio. We had talked about it for a while. He came up here. We smoked. I bought a few pieces that I'm going to be putting in my Puff Penny Melts. So that's going to be like the chase prize. I got like so many of them. I don't think there's ever been any Sherbert Glass in the Puff Penny Melts. So it's going to be the first one in my edition. So I'm saying, that was kind of hard to get a hold of.
When are you going to make those without the penny melts?
Those are coming too.
Some of us broke people just want a fucking dope ass candle.
No, those are coming too. But I believe that this year we're looking into that and we're starting it. And I'm right there. That's the reason I had to redo a lot of my candle designs.
See, like those, I might one day see at Ross.
I might
no penny melts.
Well, you know what? Yeah, by getting those at places like Ross or something. You know what, dog? You're not gonna see him at Ross because I'm gonna have the opportunity to talk to my own version of Mark Cuban, and he's gonna be like, "Why do you want to go to the franchise? What's up with the franchise? You made $3 million last year. You really want to franchise it out?" And I'm gonna be like, "You know what, Kevin, Mark, you're right. I wasted my time here on Shark Tank." I love that show, dude. I already watched everything, so I can't watch it no more. Are they still making it?
Can I get a "you're welcome"? A thank you, actually.
Fuck you, Xavier.
You hate it. You the first. Hey, there's an episode of you like that stupid show.
I'll delete that episode right now, bitch.
That show fucking sucks, bro. You like shit from NBC, bro? Who do you think you are? And I was like, bro,
I didn't say who do you think you are, bro.
Watch it, bro.
You're an asshole. I said who do you think you are? You're a fucking asshole.
I was like, watch it. You'll learn something. Even if especially for you that like that business shit.
Steph's just rolling his joint. Nonchalant.
Yeah, Steph, you provided an aesthetic to the show where people are just like, yo, man, we don't, because you're not very active on Instagram or anything like that. So people don't, like, quiet. The only vulnerability you show people is on this network. Like, to an extent, you know what I mean? The music and stuff like that. Of course, it shows a level of vulnerability. But, like, I mean, you're hanging out as, like, a homie. You know what I mean? Like, yeah we're hanging out. So, like, a lot of people are interested. I guess it's human nature to always be interested in what you don't know or what you can't figure out right away.
I for the last nearly 3 years now, have been building my setup with, I have some cameras. I got my computer. I got everything set up to do my own stream. I've had it all set up to now for at least the last 2 years, and I haven't done it. And my IG, I'm logged in on the phone. I just need to start posting shit. I haven't done it, but I intend to soon because I have literally exhausted myself and others by talking about, oh man, I'm gonna get my own shit going to blah blah blah, and I still ain't done it. I've got all.
You're that coming soon guy.
Yeah, I got all the gear. I got all the ideas. I can literally. I'm gonna just go to town once I actually go. But I haven't broken that threshold yet. But it will happen soon. I will be announcing soon my YouTube channel and posting, little bits on the IG and making, longer play videos for my YouTube channel. And that'll be also where you could actually hear me playing live guitar versus what I do on our playthroughs that I do on our Deftones YouTube channel. Maybe some of you guys could post a little note in there for them, let them know. But
yeah, we'll post a link at the bottom.
A lot of people want to hear the live audio of my guitar, and I would love for them to hear it, except for when I'm doing those playthroughs. I'm really doing them because I want to show what my part actually is. Because a lot of people think I do other parts when, in fact, no, I'm really actually doing this. So I'm just really clarifying. So if you actually want to learn what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. And I don't use the live audio because we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars making those records to sound that good. You don't need to hear my busted ass guitar amp sound when you can hear a sick ass record. although I understand you want to hear the guitar sound, and I am playing live. There is live audio. You're just not hearing it. We do interject it from time to time, but when you go to my channel, I'll be doing, you know, any type of stream. You know, I might be practicing, you know, sometimes I might be setting up a couple guitars, you know, getting dialed up. I might be recording riffs, you know, and actually recording music. But ultimately, I want to, like each week when we put out a playthrough, I want to respond to everybody's content, you know, comments on there, you know, and have that, you know, interaction, because I want people to know I'm reading everything, you know, I'm having a good time doing it with everybody. Again, like I know they really want to hear that live audio, and we put it in there occasionally, but there will be, you know, lots of live audio on my own channel. And yes, the earth is still absolutely flat, no matter how many times you don't think it is.
I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this part. And I'm gonna hold you up to what you just said.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip it. I'm be like, yo, guys, go tag Steftone. Let him know he just said he was gonna come in hard.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but I'm definitely be hitting the interwebs, trying to find my own little flow and have a good time doing all the stuff that I do. I've got shit tons of gear that I can experiment with and record with, and you know, just have fun. You know, like I said, I won't smoke out. You know, you guys, you know, people got things they want to know what's up. I'll be like, yeah, yo, this what's up. They want to know this or that. I'll be like, well, I don't know about that. I can't really answer that.
That's, I mean, I think people have been waiting for that, and the fact that it's kind of not been unavailable has also built up the demand. So when you do it, it's gonna, you know, start like a California fire in the summer. You know.
Yes. My apologies for being lazy. You know, but I will be off of this lazy horse soon, and we'll all be enjoying some you know, life. Like we're doing right now. But I'll have a guitar on me sometimes. Maybe a different instrument. Maybe, you know, who the fuck knows? Maybe I'm doing dabs.
Here I was. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna chill on the smoking on my show, because all the smoking on indoor. And right now, I'm like, you only got 2 left, fool.
I have a lot of companies that I want to give shouts out to for all the things that I've received over the years. You know,
shout them out, man.
Oh, you know, I mean, I'm talking about, you know, that's why I want to get my own page going. You know, my own channel going, so that way I can give everybody, you know, the props for everything. There's a lot
give
of
the credit where it's due.
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there, you know, and
that's dope.
Definitely rap.
Yeah, I mean, here's a weird kind of question, because I do watch these shows of people that review tech. Do people send you guitars for you to kind of like in a way review?
If I was doing that, they would, but no, nobody's doing that because I'm not doing that.
Okay, yeah, because this guy just gets so, and I mean, eventually, I know you start, because he literally says like, oh, I started by buying them at Best Buy, and then I got a lot of views, and all of a sudden I'm getting emails by Sony being like, hey, we'll send you shit, review it, and then you get Sony, then you get fucking Panasonic, and you just get a bunch of people hitting you up to do their shit. So it's like it gets the ball rolling. But I was just wondering if it was like that would literally help happen. Or like,
yeah, no, I'm not doing that as of yet. But I imagine as time goes by, I get, you know, more adjusted to doing it on my own, build up my own little group with me. You know what I mean? I think, you know, something I really want to have when I'm doing it, because I'm not really good at paying or being able to keep up with the pace of the chat in the chat room. I really would like someone that could read off, you know, like questions to me while
the highlights.
Yes, whatever I'm doing, you know, somebody could be like, oh, by the way, someone says blah, 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 you know, and then I can respond, you know, but that way I'm not sitting there and have to watch the chat exclusively and never get anything done. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I want to actually be some kind of productive in the video as well, you know?
that's Ezone's problem. He'll sit there and read the chat halfway.
What do you mean? My whole thing is opening cards and talking, interacting with
talking
them.
sometimes when we're on, we don't smoke the same.
When Xavier's quiet and he doesn't contribute to the conversation, and I have to pull magician shit out of my ass.
Or I got to figure out how to make the chat really big on its own monitor, so I don't have to squint reading it. You know what I mean? I can just look up and I'm looking at big bubbles. You know, the big text. You know, give me that fucking 75-year-old size text.
For real. You know what? You got the super chats lined up, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Since you want to handle it, Xavier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and that's another thing why I haven't really gone forward on yet. I haven't figured out, you know, like I gotta figure out how to put all my money apps in there so I can, you know, interact with some
there you go.
with some loot, you know, do some raffles and shit.
Wow.
You know, whatever, you know.
If you're trying to go like very political.
No, I'm not.
I got rockfin.com. That's what I'm saying. I got rockfin.com. I'm just saying rockfin.com. That's for the crazy people over there.
That stuff's only proven to be all nonsense.
Yeah, it'll get you in trouble for sure. But you got any super chats?
Yeah, we got a bit.
What's up?
I want to thank you all for giving me all the super chats tonight. That's great.
Perfect.
DeMarcus Carter, $10. This is DeMarcus from Grand Blanc, Michigan. I have a tumor in my brain. Do you guys have any meet and greets coming up? I'd love to meet you guys before I kick the bucket. Damn.
We'll be doing like small like private performances for meet and greets. You know, when we actually go out and do them. You know, we'll be able to like rap to each other and stuff like that. It unfortunately won't be in the way where they always used to be, where everybody get all hugged up, be like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm not afraid. I'll give you a hug. Always, don't trip.
If you fucking can make it out to the fucking March show, you can obviously go in for free. You can go buy a ticket. So make it out there. We'll hook you up. Show up. Got March what? What do you say? 19th? No, April 19th. April 19th. We have a show. So in Riverside. So if you can somehow make it out there, you got a free show. Don't trip, homie. Stay up. Stay positive. Next
Bones
super chat.
McGavin, $5. Just sending a shout out to my old lady whose birthday was yesterday, and to my now 2-year-old baby girl whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
Salute.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
to the
damn,
ladies.
Double. Let's go. We can get them both out the way, though. That's quick. 2-1 dinners on Sunday.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations.
Mezcal Papi sends us $2.
Thank you, homie.
What's up?
Have you ever had a good mezcal?
I have some that I'm going to bring down tomorrow.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Ooh. You ready for that, Uzone? You hear that?
I'm not scheduled for tomorrow, but
Ooh. Yeah, he said he's got some good mezcal coming your way.
is it Deftones mezcal?
No, it's the stuff that I already have that downstairs. The Mama Lone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a friend, Sam Daly, out in Texas, in the RGV. He hooked me up with 4
What's
bottles of
RGV?
their
I always forget.
Rio Grande Valley.
Rio Grande Valley.
The Rio Grande, dog.
Yeah, last time they said that, remember, and we were like, what the fuck's that? Rio Grande Valley.
What's the next one?
Next one, Truman06, $2. Do you guys believe in Pangea? Shout out K8. Oh, shout out Kate.
Kate.
Oh.
Kate.
KKK.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to fucking Kate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's
For
been busy the last couple days.
she has been busy. There's new clips that we could all post up because of her.
Yeah.
And she also did the raffle for you guys. And she's going to do the next one. So thank you guys.
And the reel with the bones was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
Shout out Kate.
Yeah. What was the question? Pangea. Do you believe in Pangea? You think the continents were ever one?
No.
No? You don't believe it? Like, what about earthquakes? Because technically, earthquakes is what made Pangea. Was the tectonics or whatever they call it.
Earthquakes are interesting, but I don't necessarily agree with what causes them.
Okay, I know you believe.
With that being said, that does not mean I know what causes them. You know.
Yeah. Okay, I know you believe in power. You don't have to answer this question. I'm gonna ask David Weiss this 100%. I've never even thought about it. Earthquakes. You just said it's interesting. Do you know how to tell me where that comes from? It might be
Sky Daddy.
Yeah, everything again is tied to the sky clock. So, I don't remember the person who had identified like a pattern that takes place with the earthquakes. Usually in a 3-hour window of dusk and dawn on all new and full moons is when earthquakes 6.0 or greater happen. Lots of other ones. I mean, they can happen other times too, but generally they happen on all the new and full moons. And, that would probably even apply to, the equinoxes and the, what's the other equinox?
on those moons. Is it ever hot? Because Mexican theory is that when it's hot, there's always an earthquake. remember my parents telling me, like, it's hot at random times. Like,
I was told that when it's hot and it's raining.
Yeah. Mexico is just a Mexican thing. But va a haber terremoto. And we're like, what are you talking about? You don't know shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I always wanted to say when I was a kid? All of a sudden, you're a fucking geologist, huh, Mom?
Yeah, Mom.
Like, I was like,
shit, Mom. The fuck, right terremoto, and then nothing happens, and you can't call them out on it. She's like, it's que hoy no.
Yeah, I say they're interesting because, you know, I would really love to know what actually caused them. I just don't subscribe to what I've been told that causes them. That's all. But the patterns, like I said, that, you know, I wish I could recall the guy's name, you know, that identified the pattern. You know, that does tend to happen that way, and you know, whether that's something that's from, you know, a natural or an unnatural cause, I couldn't tell you. There's plenty of stories that you know defend both positions.
they're going to have to pay.
Hey.
What's the next one?
The super one.
Ranting with Ramos podcast, $2. Dinosaurs are fake.
Damn right.
Yup.
It's really giant bones.
Fucking jerks.
Dude, you know they've never captured a full dinosaur, like every single bone. They find 2-3 bones, and then they just sit there and be like, here. You know, the first head was off of a lizard.
What do you mean?
The first head, they just remodeled a lizard, be like, oh, this is probably what it would look like.
So they just made it up.
Yeah, the whole thing's made up.
Well, you know
they're
what?
supposed to have feathers, and you're sitting here. They're making a new Jurassic Park, and they don't put feathers in, and you're still going to go.
Yeah, I'm going to still go.
Every scientist says, yeah, they probably had feathers.
You know, I'm going to
You're
go.
still going to go watch this fucking fake-ass movie.
I'm still going to
Because
fucking go.
It's a movie.
Because I'm fucking a fan of the franchise,
It's
you
supposed
stupid
to be
asshole.
real. It's supposed to be about real things, though. It's supposed to be like...
No, it's
like,
not, bro. The dinosaurs are not going to live among us.
When they came out, it was supposed to be about Jurassic
It did not say
Park.
based on a true story.
Dinosaurs.
It did not say based on a true story.
Steptone, was it based kind of on a true story as when you were a little kid?
No, Jurassic Park was always fiction, but
I don't know.
It's fiction based around something we all consider to be real subject.
It's based off of a book. The whole franchise is based off of a book.
Even the dinosaurs that they show you at the museums is based off of a book?
Well, the book was real.
The Michael Crichton author, it's based off
The
of
first
that
guy that
book.
found the dinosaurs?
So that whole
You
franchise
know when he
is
found the dinosaurs? He found them like when Abraham Lincoln was alive. That's when the first dinosaur was born. Can you believe
But
that?
no one's talking about that.
Okay, well, what about
Xavier.
that guy? Well, what about the book?
In the book, it's not saying that it existed. It's not claiming that it did. It's a fictional story.
The book says you're next, bro. What's the next one?
Skinny Fresh,
hating on the
Ivan
fucking
Rojas
dinosaurs.
III, $1.
Thank you.
$1.
Salute. Thank you for your donation.
Johnny R. Resendis, $2, $3. Sends us the fucking bird.
Hey, salute. Thank you so much.
Actually, no, the pair.
Oh, the pair. Thank you so much for your donation.
Chris D. Bands, $5. Yo, E-Zone. Did you get a lock for the new office space yet? Because I don't want Kyra busting in on the show. Damn. Love the podcast, homies, and farts for Kyra.
There you go. We don't have
Damn, Steptone gave a fuck. That's legendary, bro.
That's dope.
we don't have a new lock, but we could lock it right now. So
Been locked.
by Saturday we'll be having a new lock on here. So I mean, Kyra knows how to stay out because there's my Ring camera in here that he cannot locate, which I'm thankful for.
I don't even know where it's at, so it's kind of scary because I can't even do code.
But remember the video I showed you?
Yeah, you have one in here.
No, salute to Ring and Shaq. But yeah, next question.
Sven Big sends us $2.
Thank you.
Daniel Curiel, $2. Change is on my top 5 favorite rock songs ever.
Thank you, brother. Glad you enjoy it.
Salute.
Victor G, $5. XG, props to you speaking your mind on this episode. Oh, speaking your mind on episode 187 of GPS with Susie. Always respectable that someone has the balls to express an unpopular viewpoint.
Perfect. Yeah.
Damn.
Still
a wild
unpopular
one.
to this day.
That's
That was a
right.
wild one.
Tell him though. That's right, man.
That's right.
What was the opinion?
What's the next
Yeah,
one?
but
We
you can
call
go
that
check it out.
toxic.
You can go check that shit out. Yeah, it's fully toxic right there. She was very upset at me. She came at the last episode. She's like, "Hey," gave me a hug, and she's like, "I brought you stuff. We cool, right?" I was like, "Of course we're cool." Like I was just like telling you, like I didn't like what you did.
I brought
That's
you
it.
stuff. We cool.
No, but she's cool. No, she's cool. Like at the end of the day, it was just like I didn't agree
did
with
she
what you
grab
said.
your
Like it
junk?
doesn't mean I don't like it. It doesn't mean I don't think she's cool.
Did she grab your junk?
No, fool. She's a very respectable chick. She's cool. She's very pretty. Shout out to her. Her and Umo, they're a cool company, and she
Yep.
sells some dope ass glass. What's her glass?
Don't shameless plug her.
No, what's her company?
Multi-glass.
Multi Glass. Stop hating. She's dope.
What's the next one?
Wizard EBR $2. We need confirmation. Cairo isn't going to the event,
What event? Oh,
the upcoming event.
well, I mean, as of right now, the popular opinion states that they do not want him there. So, I mean,
We need
I'm
something
a-
on paper, dude.
I'm a man of the people.
I don't know. That was close, dog. 50-50.
I think the people want him there.
Yeah, people want him there. Full 50-50 seems very controversial. And I
50-50.
like controversial. I like controversial. I think it should be there.
51-49.
Controversial doesn't make it right.
Dude, controversial. Oh, what's that thing from fucking Step Brothers? It gets the people talking. What is it? Do you know what it is?
Worldwide prestige.
There you go. That.
Yeah, we need him on.
What's the next one?
Oh, prestige worldwide.
Yeah.
I want to make bank, bro. And I want to drive a Range Rover. Mezcal Papi, $2. Saludos, compas, desde El Paso. Adicto a los cactus.
It's a fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Cactus.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Fucking shout out to you. Thank you so much for your donation.
Yeah.
And yes, stay adicto a los cactus.
Cactus.
Fucking Jeffy, $2. Need a shroom show with these topics. Great show.
And it's been a while since we took shrooms before.
That
the
shit was
show.
hardcore.
Fool, last time that shit was a lot, bro.
Dude, you were tripping.
I mean, it just we started melting, bro. I didn't like it.
Aw.
And then the guests didn't take it. So
Oh,
just
yeah,
me
Tommy.
and Izo were
Tommy.
tripping. Balls.
But not 3 plates. The other one,
the other one.
The other Tommy?
A Toppy, yeah, the
one who has
Hey,
the
Tommy?
merch.
What the fuck?
the one who dedicates him to his business.
Yeah.
Dedicates himself to his business.
You see the differences between two Tommy.
Yeah, the difference
Yeah.
between Tommy, 2 plates Tommy, 3 plates Tommy. What's the next
Have you ever
one?
done shrooms during like a show? Stepson? Have you ever done like shrooms during like a show? Like, yeah.
I actually there was a show we did in Belgium. I don't remember what year it was, and that day one of the headliners was Tool, and we were hanging out with Justin, the bass player, and we were walking to the stage, and we were performing like mid-afternoon. I think it's like 3:30 or something like that. Maybe it could have been earlier, a little later. I don't remember. But I had some ecstasy, I had some mushrooms, I had smoked a few joints, and had a few Heinekens, I'm sure by then. And we were walking to the stage, and I'm talking to him. I was like, man, I can feel the effects of everything I'm on right now. But I could talk to you about anything. Like, it's all good. We could just, I'm going to remember it just the same. Only I physically can feel all these things taking effect. And yeah, I did the show. It was great. In my mind, it was great.
Yeah.
I was fucking having a good time. I haven't done that often, but I definitely did
Yeah.
it that day.
Nice. We need a mushroom trip for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
What's the next one?
It's just going to make you happy.
Yeah.
Right.
California's Magic Farms, $20.
Stay.
Yeah.
Thank you, homie.
Salute. Thank you.
Thank you for the pillow. Where's the pillow I already took home?
Huh? Yeah, I have it at home. I'll bring it on Saturday.
I know. I'm tripping.
Yeah. I told you to grab some last time, but you're high ass.
I just wanted to show it, dog. It looks cool.
Well,
I feel like a trap lord in those
I
movies.
put it
You
in
know
the-
those
I
music
put it-
videos for. I feel like one of those like
I-
Lil Pump. I feel
I
like Lil
put
Pump.
it in the big bud bag. So.
Dope.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Next one, Nate C, $2. Saludos a los marihuanos y los winos.
Thank you.
Saludos.
Hell yeah, man.
What's the next one?
Rafael Evangelista, $5. You don't have to donate to support. Hit that like button.
Thank you.
You can hit
There
that
you
dislike
go.
button, but ain't no one going to see it.
That's right. Stay in fucking flawless likes.
Straight fucking 100% likes. No matter what.
Yeah, we usually stay for over 90 easily. We're pretty good at it. We're consistent. Y'all fools are good. Thank
Not
Straight up.
even once.
What's the next one?
93 sent us $1 with the 100 super sticker.
Hell
you.
yeah.
Hey, thank you, Mario.
Thank you so much, Mario. Appreciate you watching the show.
I just said Mario because I love.
Oh.
When Mario used to get the star. That was my favorite little fucking thing to get on the Mario game. Estrellita.
That's Trayita. What's the next one?
Cisco 2269 $20. Not only am I a regular super chatter on DGT show, I also have successful dedication page for first Chicano astronaut Jose H. Has a huge fan base of kids that want to be just like him. Thank you, Steftone, for good advice.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? We're gonna chat. We're gonna submission this, dude.
I don't know what that was.
That shit almost didn't make sense.
It's all good though. Thank you
For
for
real.
the loot.
Thank you for your donation.
Hell yeah.
Bones McGavin, $2. E-Zone.
So-
Should shoot up Cairo with Nerf darts.
Oh no, I bought the silly string guns that I've been wanting to do, but I don't know, man. Like this fool's
Those are dangerous. They burst into flames.
Yeah, and then I was like,
What
if
a-
I get
what
it,
a what?
yeah, they burst into flames. Like if
The silly string.
Like if
Oh, the silly string.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta smoke weed. Yeah,
if he's
he's
standing
yeah.
right here, bro, like and then and I spray it and he's by the candle and then his dread swings by it, he's done for.
Yeah, he's gonna
And
burst
you're
into
done
flames.
for. You're done for. That will turn him into a school shooter.
No, he's gonna go to the hospital.
No, no, and then he'll come back with the gun and shoot you because he would have no
If he
drugs.
doesn't buy 3rd-degree burns, yes, but okay.
So you expect him to die?
Well, I'm not saying that.
I'm
but
not dying.
You know, he's gonna burst into flames the way I wanted to shoot him up with fucking.
So you
silly
really
string.
do want him to burst in flames?
If I'm just saying in the hypothetical scenario that he was by that candle like Xavier, and I
In a,
just
in a CGI reality, hell
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he wants.
Yeah, dude. He'd pay a lot of money
In
to
real
come-
life,
to
no.
watch Carol come in here bald.
oh man,
Like, how much would you pay for Carol just walking here bald, no hair? Like, he just woke up one day and his hair fell out. Like, he got this new disease. Or his hair
why does
fell
it
out.
have to be a disease, bro?
Bro, I don't know. It doesn't mean he has to die. A disease don't mean you have to die.
Hey,
just
bro,
his hair
Sky
falls
Daddy
off.
could be hearing you, bro.
You didn't hear
never
about the
know.
new COVID thing? It's having people lose hair.
Are they gonna fucking tell me he's like he's don't got it. He got it a long time ago.
Yeah, you had it. You were patient 004. You were patient.
Fucking asshole. What's the next one?
Next one. Cali Green 989, $2. Why is it called a rabbit hole on the conspiracy?
What was that again?
Why is it called a rabbit hole?
Alice Wonderland.
There you
movie.
go.
Because rabbit holes are deep.
It's just a white little rabbit hole that goes down the hole.
It's
and you
like
never come
Alice
back
in
out.
Wonderland.
Yep.
You know, that's all the references.
Yeah. And once you go down, I mean, I don't know if you've ever read anything and you just start reading, you're like, wait, a what? And then you'll connect the name and then you're like, who's this? I don't know. Never gone the hole. Never go researching shit. You know what we're talking about. You'll learn too much and you're like, why do I know so much about this topic?
Straight
It doesn't
up.
matter. You know, you can know all kinds of things, and it's just you knowing all kinds of things. It don't mean that you're going to make any kind of difference.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you first get red pilled.
Yeah,
You try to
kinda.
change. You try to change people, and you don't understand. Like people that don't want to change don't want to change. You don't have
Yeah,
to sit
people,
there.
hey, people like being in the reality they're in. They don't care if it's real or not. They like it's their reality.
No.
What's the next one?
Ralph Ramos, $2. XG. I got a slice of pizza on Saturday at the show.
That's what's up. I'll see you guys Saturday at the show. I'm not even lying. There's 2 tickets left. I'm the one running the Eventbrite show. There's 2 tickets left. Let's sell this show out.
Are you guys doing that outdoors and that outdoor?
Indoor.
How are you gonna fit on them?
We'll figure it out.
The same spot we did it?
The same spot we did it. 180 people. And you know we have guest lists. We know cholas and strippers going to show up trying to get in for free.
Hell yeah.
And if they find, we
Wait,
got to let
you're
them
gonna
in.
fit 180 people in that pizza parlor.
180. And then after they get up, we want to put more people in there.
Wow. I mean, good luck to you guys. I mean,
I don't know, dog.
that's super at capacity, but you know, salute to
Can we do it, Ray?
Yeah.
There we go.
180.
They're sitting down. We
A
fit
lot of
what?
people.
We fit
That place
100.
didn't look that big.
How much? How many did we fit?
Like 100 almost.
Yeah,
So she said.
another 80 is not that much. if they do it right with the chairs, nicely.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see, but there's 2 more tickets left. Literally, go to
At the
my
place where we were at, the
Yeah.
pizza spot.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know,
see, look at the first thing he said. He was like, "Oh man."
I only got one thing to say. Everything about that place was great, except for there's only 2 bathrooms, and when you would take a break and 150 people got to use the bathroom, good luck.
That's true.
I didn't think. Yeah, that might be an issue.
But
Like people, you need to get up and go use the bathroom during the show. Don't wait to the break. That's
Tell
like
'em. Tell 'em.
when you gotta go hella bad and you waiting like another 30 minutes. That's the worst dance ever.
you're gonna go take a shit out there.
Man, it's terrifying. Like, oh shit, don't let me piss myself here. I'm a grown ass person.
Pepperoni shit. What's the next one?
Pepperoni shit. Cali Green Eyes 89, $2. Is it true that electric and hybrids give you cancer?
Damn.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Hey, put that one out, Xavier. That shit's already burning a little
Speak
bit.
English, Doc. We ain't scientists.
Yeah. Just blow on it, stupid. He's like, I'm on air. I'm not gonna fucking put my mouth over it.
I don't know.
What's the next one?
Midget Mike.
Show midget Mike.
Can
My
we get this
fa-
fool? Is
my
he really a
favorite.
midget? Can we get him on here?
I don't think he lives in California. Major Mike, you live in California?
Let's make it happen, bro.
I got 5 on it. We'll get him here. What's up?
See?
$2. Sup, fellas? Figured I drop a small tip.
Yo, did you see dude, the
Hey, let's
video
club
you
him up to be a
posted?
comedian and
Dude,
we could be on
Dude,
opener.
the video you posted was hilarious.
Oh,
Those
fucking-
2 little
just
fools
the
fighting. The
rumble?
fool, the first fool's joked.
Listen, how much? We just got to find out how much does it cost for a ticket from wherever midget Mike is.
Yeah.
You know, how much does it cost to get him it? And then we go, yo, super chat. Who wants to see midget Mike?
Midget Mike.
Everybody will
Yeah.
put their money in.
Ezo will dress him up like you. He'll be little
We'll
Ezo.
probably get midget Mike back and forth like a couple times.
Yeah, bro. That'd
He's
be
in Texas.
That's not even
Oh.
far. That's like a not like
Either we go to
150 bucks.
Texas. Yeah, either we go to. Yeah.
Nah, he has to come out here so we can have fun, bro.
Yeah, that's cheap.
We got to make some videos, though. We got to make it worth his while. Make it worth his come out.
That's true.
How tall is he, though? Is he really a midget? Because I met
Is
some
he
fools,
borderline
yeah.
midget size? Like how?
Yeah,
tall-
because we know Martin Cruz is a midget.
Are you Hasbullah size?
Yeah,
Or-
like we need fuck. What's your height, homie?
out of the 3 Hasbullah midgets,
I
which
feel
one
like we're
are
getting
you?
catfished over here. Can we get a picture of the date, like the one Kanye West posted, where it says this is the date and this is me? We need some proof, dog. We need to know how tall you are. Are you like fire hydrant tall? That's tall. That's short.
What's the
Go
next
run
one?
across the table in here like an elf.
Yeah. Can Ezo grab you and do a push up?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I know you would. You'd love it.
What's the next one?
Sexy City, $2. E-Zone, can we get a Sam Tripoli impression?
Well, what is it? Well,
The Crystalia one.
what is it? You know, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but people are too quick to jump and point the finger at these blue checkmark motherfuckers. If Chris D'Elia did it, he's gonna have to pay. There you go, dog.
Is that close, XG?
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to
I don't know
pay.
why he loves that Crystalia bit, which I don't
Because
even
he
know.
started crying.
He got fucking
Did he?
emotional.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
He
it's
got
his homie,
emotional.
bro, and it's allegations. Nothing happened. It's some bullshit. Like, he's not
Nah,
allowed to-
did he do it? Really? Did you think he did it?
It doesn't matter. It's allegations.
Midget Mike says he's 6 feet.
Damn.
What the fuck?
I don't know
Yeah.
if he's
Over
joking,
here?
though.
Huh?
Could be
Yo.
joking.
If he's that small, we should be able to get kid-sized fucking flight for him. There's kid-sized flights?
For
Kid what?
6 foot motherfuckers?
So
No,
did he do
obviously
it?
he's not midget Mike, huh?
Did he do it?
No, I don't think so. If they're allegations, no. I don't think you did it till you get fucking. proven
Cairo
in
told me
court,
there's
dog.
a little rapper at the venue that he's at, like a
Tell him to
midget.
fucking book him right now.
What's the next
You
one?
think he has little bars?
Yo, let's get a little bar out.
Bart's Barbecue, $5.
Damn.
Damn.
Hello, everyone. Watching the podcast helped keep me entertained while barbecuing tonight.
Hell yeah, I'll be
Fuck
seeing
yeah.
that tomorrow. What's up?
See you at Be Real TV
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna fucking just
Yeah,
show up
yeah.
tomorrow.
Hey, Bart, are you cooking food for us tomorrow?
Yeah, he said
Damn.
See, mine is fucking new. He's like, or I don't know, somebody knew. He's like,
Somebody
yo,
said something.
somebody said, yeah, Bart is coming.
Y'all
Yeah.
fools keep that shit to yourselves, huh? Sometimes.
That shit is good.
It's
Bart's-
too fire. It's fire. I know. Fool. I've been to weed dispensary openings just to go get the fucking
Like-
sandwich that he's supposed to brewing up.
Like, if I can get free Jack in the Box for the rest of my life, I'll be cool with it. Bart's kind of like represents that dream for me. Not that I get this food free all the time, but like,
But it's something you
we
do.
just been blessed.
Dude,
Been
like the
blessed.
Wagyu you guys got?
Yeah, man.
I saw that.
The brisket.
Yeah.
When I didn't try.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Weren't there, man.
What's the next one?
What's Bart's barbecue's worst dish he's ever brought?
Damn, nothing.
It never happened yet.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What you talking
It
about?
ain't
Willis?
happened yet.
Imagine
That's the
me.
last one.
I think it was. That's,
He's almost like, well, it was just one time.
no, it was,
I think for everybody as a collective, not to say it was the worst, but it was tough to eat, was the chili.
Spicy.
Flaming
oh
hot
yeah,
one?
the chili for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
you
but
bring that
that's,
up.
That's spicy.
No,
That's
fool, that shit was
different.
uncomfortable
was
to
tough.
eat, bro. I was like, hey, fool, like my asshole's gonna burn later.
Well, that's what chili is. It's
That
in the
shit was-
fucking name. Fool, chili. Fool,
what-
it's spicy.
But once you
Chili,
adjusted
not
to it,
chile.
though, it was pretty good.
See?
What's the next one?
'Cause I took a bowl of that to home to eat later on. It
Bart
was-
says Wagyu tomorrow.
Oh, I'm showing up.
Plus mac and cheese and cream corn.
I'm showing up just so Cairo's not on the show.
Hell
Brisket.
yeah.
Hey, brisket topped smash burger.
All right,
Mic drop.
let's fucking just cut the show so I can get enough rest, make enough room.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run early tomorrow.
What's the next one?
That's the last one. Thank you, Bart, for the donation.
Thank you, homie.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Bart said that shit was hot.
Yeah, it was,
that
bro.
shit was hot. It was making him sweat like a beast.
Bro, I was fucking, I was like sweating like a motherfucker.
Everybody was sweating that
Las
day.
cagadas,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
literally.
Fuck.
What's the next one?
You know,
I thought
it,
Rajas was bad.
it was hot, like, you know, it was almost at that point where it was too hot. It had that borderline heat, whereas like if it was hotter, it would have been too hot. But it was all right. I mean, it was hot as a motherfucker.
Like, they're making
But
it
you
seem like
could
you need to sign
persist.
a waiver for it.
It just made it just so you wouldn't eat it too fast and run out of it quick. That's all. You just had to eat it slower. Take that heat.
What's the next one?
That's it, dude.
That's it. We're done.
All right. Salute to everybody that tuned in. Thank you so much to everybody that hit the thumbs up. Your voicemails will be figured out by Saturday, so bear with us. FlavorsByEZone.com, highandhungry.shop. There's a lot of new stuff, and I'm going to add stuff in the morning after I get some sleep. So make sure you guys check that out. The winner will be announced tonight on the Instagram, and then the winner for this one will be announced the next day, so Saturday. So we're going to try to do that shit all 3 days that we podcast this week. So 3 giveaways for a mystery box. The winners from last time, the mystery box were sent out today. Thank you so much. Thank you to Steftone for coming on. This has been a fun episode. Steftones, shout out.
Yeah, I want to shout out Ray, Morning Shot Films. Got a new playthrough coming out tomorrow on the Deftones channel on YouTube, Prayers and Triangles. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for having me here. I love coming out. It's always fun. Shout out to all y'all watching. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And shout out to Dustin. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be here in my office.
And also a shout out to David Weiss. Yeah, get on the show, man. You got to give everybody that knowledge.
There we go.
For real.
Yeah, David Weiss, come on here. Come on, homie. Convince he's on the earth might be flat. I'm so not complete. I ain't married to the ball. That's all I got to say. That's what's
Well,
important.
that's the whole. I mean, really, that's the entire the whole entire basis of what's called FE, you know, or geocentricity. It's just acknowledging that you're not on the ball. You know, what actually is everything. You know, that's something that everybody's discovering. And,
Everyone's questioning the COVID today. So if you can question that, you don't think they've been lying to you before?
again, what's your threshold? You know, is
Exactly.
it 10 lies? Is it 100? I mean, I already know. We already talked about it earlier. It was 3. You get 3 good ones, and that's about it.
And they've been way past 3.
Yeah, they way past 3.
Way past 3. Well, anyways, hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get to 10K. We're so close. What, less than 3,000. So let's do it by the end of the year for sure, which is so far away, but come on. And then hit that like button, subscribe. Go to Flavors, buy Zone for all the candles, all the We Don't Smoke the Same merch, all the High and Hungry merch. Anything Sam Tripoli, go to samtripoli.com, tinfoil hat. And then, like I said, we got 2 more tickets to the George Perez Funkin' Funny Show. Me, Side Dick Eddie, fucking 3-Place Tommy's going to be holding it down. And then I'm going to be going up on stage as well, trying to make these cholos laugh, which is hard. But show up, buy some tickets, El Monte, El Post. But, yeah, show up. And then we also definitely go buy tickets. Probably by the end of today, when Izon wakes up from taking a nap, to go for that show in March and April for the We Don't Smoke the Same.
April 16th.
Cholos like to laugh.
Huh?
Cholos like to laugh.
I know. It's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah. But Ray, shout outs.
And if you don't go, you're going to have to pay.
Yes.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Deftones who
Yes, thank
coming
you,
out of
homie.
this We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Follow me at Morning Shot Films, IG and YouTube. Follow official Morning Reel on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. The episode that came out today, this morning, is Little Nicky featuring E-Zone. Next week is probably going to be fucking, I think Tangerine. I think I'm going to do Tangerine or Ladybird, one of the two.
Yeah. And anyone
Think about it.
and whoever's bitching about me watching Fat Girl, me and Ray are gonna watch it together, and then we're gonna fucking do a podcast about it. It's coming. Just
Yeah,
give us
that's
some
what I
time.
did with E-Zone with Lil Nicky.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it like that, and he's gonna watch me and be like, "Holy shit!" Okay, so it's gonna happen. Just give us some time. It'll be fun. It'll be a dope little episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
We'll see you guys on Saturday. Peace
Let's
out.
go. Peace.